All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chang podcast. This is episode 31 featuring Jason, aka TimexLess. What's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. No. I appreciate you, man. Ever since I met your purple-haired ass, oof. Goddamn. Fell in love, guys. All right, have you guys ever laid your eyes on a mermaid? No. But you would imagine you would love it, right? You would be amazed. This guy is my mermaid. You know what I'm saying? He's under the sea. Under the sea.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah.
Anyways, sorry. Proceed, bro. I took that too far. My bad.
So on the top right, okay, we have the panel. You guys can see TimexLess right there, that cute ass face. His little emote with the Squirtle, okay? On the bottom right, you can see both of our Instagram handles. Feel free to drop us a follow if you'd like. Other than that, please note that there are two commands for this podcast. The first one is !podcast. In summary, it's just a way for me to get to know other individuals on a more personal level. These are my friends, and I really genuinely want to care and want to know more about them. Secondly, !guest. If you haven't already, please use that command and drop Time a follow on Twitch. You're gonna see the link there. No. Guys, do it.
Save your time and energy just to support my homeboy Wilson.
Okay, let's just jump right into it. Let's start things off with a brief introduction, and you could include some of your hobbies and interests.
Are you sure about that, bro?
Hey, do your best, man. You got it.
Shit. It's your boy TimexLess. I'm a streamer, part-time, clearly not full-time because I have a very messed up schedule. But yeah, I started streaming for fun. I love porn. I love hanging out with friends, playing games. And it's music is a side hobby of mine. Most of it is done in the shower. Obviously while I clean and touch myself. The best harmonies you'll ever hear in there. Like, guys, Ariana Grande status. All right, if she was in my shower, that would be fucking great. Nothing too crazy about me. I played volleyball, at least used to played past tense, because your boy got fat. He can't get like 2 feet off the ground, and oh, god damn it. And pretty much just been killing more time because of COVID, playing games, meeting new people like Wilson, and you guys are my muse. Is that weird to say? Does people still use the word muse? Oh god, that's so weird.
We'll take those.
All right, we'll take those, bro.
We'll take it.
And can I get an introduction from Wilson, please?
In a future podcast, but this is all on you, buddy.
All right. I appreciate you.
Okay, how would you describe your own personality?
Weird, quirky, crazy, and random. Those are many of the few words I could come to mind right now, but there's so much more, man. There's so much more. I'm known as Dumbo, just gonna start flying away now. I am also a Joker. Let's see, what other characters am I? I'm Finn and Jake together. If you guys know Adventure Time, I'm you know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that before I dig myself a hole. Yeah, I'm a lot of crazy shit. In fact, a lot of people that know me, they have words. They're not gonna just leave it as, oh, he's cool.
Exactly. Okay, so outside of streaming, would you consider yourself more of an introvert or an extrovert?
Oh, hella extroverted. So extroverted to a point where I would say hi to strangers. Like down in a friendly neighborhood, you would say hi to your neighbors and hi to just just people walking by. I say that to everybody. In fact, there's a time where I took the bus. Some person made eye contact with me and I said, hey. like a fucking creep. And pretty much they gave me the weirdest look, and I'm just like, okay. I just went back on my phone. Just looked down. I was like, oh man. But typically, first to start discussions, first to continue, first to end discussion.
First to end, yeah.
Yeah. But typically, very, very extroverted, and people know me also by the name of TimexLess. One of my many, many nicknames.
We'll get back to that. No worries.
Alright,
We're talking about a lot. Okay, so we're gonna start from the very beginnings of your life. Talk about what it was like growing up, like where you're from, the culture behind it, relationship with your parents, siblings. Yeah, let's go way back. Give us an overview.
Yo, we're looking at little tot T, yo. That's that's me in the past. Uh, wow, where do I even begin, man? This is like, it's such a very
When
God, it's a
and
hard
where
question.
you were born. There you go.
Okay,
Let's start with that.
all right. Thank you for the starting point,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
All right, well, I was born and raised in Toronto, Canada. That's right, I'm Canadian. Mooses and boots and shit, maple syrup. Pretty much, just grew in my own neighborhood for all my life. I did bounce around a lot. And again, I could go into more details with that a little bit later. But typically, raised by my father, mom, dad, they'd split up. Biological mother split up, and I ended up somehow picking the short straw and stayed with my dad. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like pretty much just grew up kind of like alone, but not alone. Does that make sense? Yeah, man. Stereotypical Asian father, like beat my ass with a ruler, made my ass like stand on my knees, staring at a wall. He got me doing one of those like kung fu moves at one point. Like, God, it's like one of these. You know what I'm saying? And he would put like books and heavy shit on my arms. It was nuts. So obviously a lot of discipline, and because of that, as an adolescent, my dumb ass decided to rebel. And oh god, you do not want to rebel with an Asian parent, yo. That's a death sentence. So you cannot imagine how many times my ass got kicked to the curb, and me bawling my fucking eyes out as a little fucking tot. It was just like, Daddy, take me back, please. and just like snot and moisture all over my face. It was a good and bad time. And so ever since I was 5, that's the last time I seen my mother. Because being raised with a single parent was tough. We bounced house to house a lot. I had to move to different schools, and it took like, I don't know, maybe 3-4 different schools before I settled down. And then high school, just straight out killed it. Stepmom married, have a sister now, which is fucking weird. Because I think it's only weird because it's like I grew up all alone by myself all these years. So thinking that like there's another fucking mini me, female me running around in this world, it fucking scares me. Aside from that though, I mean, I feel like because of the type of life I've lived, it kind of developed the personality I have today. Just because hardships and I sneak out of the house. I did a lot of rebellious bullshits, did a lot of things I regret, which we pretty much all did at one point or another. And and then this is the crack pot that you see today, just a bunch of sugar, spice, and everything nice type shit. I ain't no Powerpuff, but
Got it.
Good
overview, yeah. So aside from the discipline, what was your relationship like with your parents and your sibling back then versus now?
Let's see. So let's start off. Biological mother left when I was 5. So I haven't seen her. You know what I mean? I guess she called like once a month type shit just to check up on me when I was a little tot growing up until like somewhere in middle high school. That's when I kind of stopped receiving phone calls. Thought it was weird, but I mean at the same time it's like you lost so much emotion over those times just because it's like watered down, right? Because there's other emotions that you've collected over the years that like you start caring about, and it's close to you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
mother kind of died down, and then all of a sudden like she came like the prom year, like basically like my graduation year had prom, and then she came like 3 days before prom, and I took her around, uh and just kind of like it was like I know I still love her, but it was like cold and empty. I don't know how that fucking makes sense, right? Like, because
Mm-hmm.
when you love someone, you love someone. Like, so it was pretty much just, hey, how's it going? Oh my god, I haven't seen you in years. And yeah, so that's my mother. I haven't seen her after that. That's like till this day. Father wise, back and forth, like especially up into like my early 20s, it was just butting heads. Did a lot of things behind his back. Made a lot of excuses in my life, just trying to kind of use him as a scapegoat for how I've lived and my hardships and shit. But looking at an adult as an adult, and kind of like seeing the shit that kind of just, I don't know, built up until then. Like my dad was a single father, raising a kid that just didn't give a fuck. Um, have to bring bread home, aka money, and obviously having to leave him there because he has to work, right? I didn't know that. I was a little selfish kid that just wanted some love and affection, and just my father's love and attention. So obviously rebelling was one of my ways of kind of grabbing that attention, regardless if it was like arguments or not, right? But now, like mid 20s till now, is pretty much like, yeah, like grown new respects. We actually sit down, talk, and have a beer together. It's a whole new leaf, like everyone kind of settled down, and we understand each other's kind of like situations that and the way we kind of grew, together and separately, like if that makes any sense. But father-wise was great. Stepmom came out of fucking nowhere. Like my dad just comes home one day and just brings some like random chick. It's like, hey, meet stepmom. Insert name here. Oh, hi. How's it going? She's gonna be staying with us for a couple weeks. What? I didn't know what the fuck was gonna transpire.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple weeks turned into a month, and a couple months, and a couple months turned into a couple years, and then all of a sudden, they asked me. My dad just sat me down and asked me, he's like, "How do you feel if you had a sibling?" And I'm like, "Oh no, you didn't, Dad. Oh fuck, no, you did not." Just um, so sister was born, fucking bawling my eyes out, because I was like, oh man, there's a little tot in this world that now I have to emotionally invest into. I care and love, and I could like put the love that I was lacking back when I was a child to this newborn baby to the earth, and just give him my loving embrace. So typically, I love my sister since day one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she could be annoying.
Wait, what's the age
Yes.
gap?
Right now she's oh, fuck, wow, I'm slipping. I'm a bad brother. She's 12 right now. I'm 27. 15 years.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, like she's annoying and all, but like, yo, I still love her. Let's be honest, we treat our siblings bad because we love them. You know what I mean? You only could treat people that you're close with bad poorly just because it's that type of level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I roast my friends because, one, I know they could take it and they know it's a joke, and two, it's just like we're comfortable with each other, right? That's how like we show our affection. It's like, yo, Jay, you look fat and ugly as hell. Ah, thanks, man. Yo, you look ratchet as shit. Oh, damn. But yeah, none but love out here, baby. None but love out here.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Easy.
So, more specific questions in regards to what you've told us so far. What, like, I know you're only 5 years old when your parents split, but what was your understanding at the time of, like, why does mom have to leave, and when did it fully process that they actually split up and she was not going to be around?
Well, the process was kind of instant, because like I essentially knew it was gonna happen, just because the arguments, the like as a 5-year-old, like obviously you wouldn't have that much like thought process, but like you notice things, right? So like I
Mhm.
noticed like they've been hanging out with like different people a lot. They've been arguing, screaming, doing what Asian parents usually do, and it was quick. It was like, hey, who do you want to live with, your mom or your dad? Like just like both of them kind of asking me that like separately, right? And I was just like, I don't know. I want to live with both of you guys, like it's obviously I don't fucking know. I'm a 5-year-old. Why the fuck are you gonna put a 5-year-old in that position? So um I think they even argued about like who gets to keep who. Like do you want Jason? You want Timeless? Yeah, you could have him. No, you could have him. No. They fought to keep me, but
Mhm.
typically, um, yeah, it was just really quick. So they asked those type of questions. My process again as a 5-year-old, I couldn't process shit. I just knew that something's gonna happen, and it did. And yeah, it was like it was quick. I think like it's like my dad just randomly said, "Okay, your mom's gonna be leaving," and I'm like, "Oh, when is mommy coming back?" And it was like, I don't know, and that was like kind of like an instant click that I knew that okay, something's definitely gonna be happening. So I'm gonna just kind of see where it goes. Again, 5-year-old, I don't fucking know, man. The next thing I wanted was a fucking Power Ranger toy, or a Happy Meal or some shit. But yeah, it was nothing too crazy. Obviously I took it hard, right? Like I think like one day my dad just said, yeah, she's probably never gonna come back, and I start crying and shit. It's like, oh mama, oh cow, I miss my mama's kisses.
Mhm.
uh yeah, I mean overall though, like it just kind of it is what it is type moments, and I grew up just kind of like I already knew like shit's gonna go down.
Wow.
Yes sir.
Okay, let's talk about the transition to when you met your stepmom. What was that like? What went through specifically in your mind? Were you angry, not happy with it, and how did your relationship build with her?
um oh god, so
How old were you when that started happening?
dog, I was like 13.
Okay.
Yeah, like somewhere in middle school or some shit, like 7th, 8th grade, and pretty much first words that came out of my mouth was, "Who the fuck are you?" It's- because like I don't know what it is. Like she tried to come off as like very too friendly, overly friendly, right?
Hmm.
Like she's trying to buy my love or my affection or some shit. She's like, "Oh hi, you're so cute. Oh my god, I bet you have a lot of girlfriends." And I'm just like, yeah, who the fuck is this girl? Yeah, who the fuck is this bitch? Obviously, I don't call her a bitch now, but but yeah, like first thought, and then pretty much like as the weeks went, when she was staying with us for a couple weeks, uh, she would just be like, "Hey, are you hungry? I'll cook you food," and it's like showing her motherly skills or traits, I guess. Trying to buy me with food. Don't get me wrong, it worked, but like I just felt some ways.
Hmm.
I was just like, okay, well, I don't know what's her deal is, but it's probably not gonna be long. It's probably a fling. My dad's probably lonely. It is what it is. She ended up staying for like years, and then I'm just like, okay, well, in terms of how I received her back then, I just thought, okay, uh, the lack of love that my dad gave me, he's gonna be giving it to this random woman that I don't fucking know. Thanks, Dad. You copped off your love, man. Um, and pretty much, uh, that was my first impression. And then I was just like, nah, he was just lonely, So I guess he just wanted like someone of his level, age, whatever, to love. He wanted to pork someone. All right, let's be honest here. Let's put it on the table, man. All right, I bet he just wanted to pork. So I pretty much left it at that. Turned out like they had a kid. They gave me the news, and then like at that time they weren't married yet. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. So like they weren't married yet. So it's just kind of like okay, we're having a fuck. They're having a kid. I'm getting a fucking brother or sister. It is what it is, right? And I started slowly kind of getting more muted rather than kind of like hating and resenting her. It's just more like, you're here, okay. Do you mind making me food? And just kept at it. So overall, it just kind of like just mellowed and blended in. Kind of like when you're dipping into paint, right? Like you're just kind of like mixing in the colors. That's pretty much it. We just formed a different color, a different shade. So that's literally what kind of transpired, and I'm just kind of like there, and I'm still there. Don't get me wrong. Like I respect her, love her to a degree. I would most likely maybe not jump in front of her if she was getting shot. No. I would do it, but still, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's like I love her, but I don't. I respect her.
Yeah.
That's it.
You just don't have that emotional connection compared to like your sister or something, right?
Exactly. Just because growing up, it's like I had that lack of love, right? So it's just kind of like it's hard to put love into a stranger, but like knowing that a newborn baby like my sister was on the earth, she doesn't know any better, right? So I mean, like she needed, or at least I kind of put myself in that role where it's like, oh yeah, she needs love. I will give her that love, right? So I don't want her to go through what I had to go through these past 15 years of my life that I was born before her, right? So it was like instant love with my sister. Stepmom gradually just blended in, and it's just we're a crazy family.
That's the way to put it. Okay. By the way, what is your like actual background and ethnicity, and what do you speak at home with everyone?
So my background is Vietnamese. Vietnamese and a little tiny bit of Chinese. So I typically speak English at home. It just kind of blended in over the years. Before, obviously, as a little tot, I was like speaking pure fluent Vietnamese, first language, and being brought into like a North American school where the most language that is spoken is English. Obviously, I had to learn English. That kind of blended in to a point where like I don't know how to speak Vietnamese anymore. I never could have been able to read it, so it's just like speaking was like oh god, it was tough, man. So as the years went on, I pretty much just started in Vietnamese and ended in English, and now it's more English than it is Vietnamese. So Vinglish is a proper term I would probably put it, but it's to a point where my dad just kind of gave up. He speaks fluent Vietnamese to me. I would understand it, and I could understand, comprehend all that shit. I just can't get it out of my mouth.
Yes.
Like for me, I make fun of Vietnamese people because of how bad I speak Vietnamese. But yeah, it's embarrassing. I heard a lot of Vietnamese people tell me like, just stop. I'm like, okay, say less.
Okay, talk about the background and diversity in Toronto where you live. Like, what is it like there? How would you describe it?
Dude, multicultural, very, very open, if that makes any sense. Diverse, just crazy. It's like it's such a big city. It's hard to kind of define it with a couple words or like just generally describing it. It's just a big city. It's the city life, right? A lot of shit happens. We have our fair share of homelessness. We got our fair share of just like, pride parade, everything that you would put on a spectrum. It's like the New York of fucking Canada. It's So I mean, overall, it's just very like open. Like we have our fair share of this just racial slurs, and we got our fair share of equality. Blah blah blah. Everything's there. It's on the table. Toronto is a lit city to go to. If you guys ever come visit, come hit me up. You know what I mean? We could go chill out and shit. Y'all I'll show you the view and the sights. Bring you to bubble tea, baby. Show you the best joints. Dog, dim sum and then dim sum. You know what I'm saying? Like,
God damn. All right.
yes, sir.
I'm gonna take note of that for sure.
Got you. I got you.
Okay, so transitioning into your school life, let's talk about. Give us an overview of what you went through in elementary, middle school, high school, and include like clubs, activities, or even sports. But don't include relationships because we're gonna talk about that later.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. So as I was saying before, I've moved around a lot, right? Different places in Toronto, obviously to keep up with like rent and whatever my dad's reasonings, etc. and so forth. So because of that, I would always have to move schools. So like elementary, I probably moved in a total of four different schools, one middle school, one high school. So I probably went to a total of like 6, if I got my numbers right. Yeah, a total of 6 different schools. It was never stationary. I kind of like adapted to that. I already knew what's gonna happen. But definitely in the earlier ages, I would cry like a little bitch. I didn't want to leave my friends, you know, like it's like, oh God, Dad, I know so many people here, and you know, and because of that, it was kind of, it was a hard transition, as it should be for most people that are moving different schools or moving in different countries, whatever it may be. It's always hard to adapt just because it's like a new environment. You don't know anybody. You're starting fresh. All right. You didn't build a name for yourself. So obviously, as a little tot, being raised by a single father, there's not a lot of cooked foods, home cooked foods at home, right? So he would always buy me takeout. Guess what I got? 2 Big Macs and a Filet-O-Fish. He would buy me like a shit ton of burgers, and obviously like he would leave it there. There's no portion control. My fat ass ate all that shit in like 1 or 2 sittings, and I was a fat chubby kid, man. I looked like baby, like, you know, baby Yoda, but imagine baby Jabba the Hutt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so typically, I ate my fill. I was a fat kid. I got bullied a lot, which actually in turn made me into a bully back as well. Like as I kept moving schools, you know, kind of putting myself as a alpha male or try to be that big tough kid. Obviously had my group of friends that kind of just chilled me out, which again, I thank you, Hi Faye, Gana and Tyler. Thank you for hooking me up, bro. You literally saved my social life. I appreciate you. And yeah, overall, like it just kind of developed over the years. Start picking up more sports, which I took like more seriously, just because it was like so easy. It's an outlet, right? It was like an outlet for my pent up frustration and anger, and just kind of like a great way to kind of get fit. So I played a lot of basketball, badminton, ultimate frisbee, volleyball is my main sport, track and field, just name it. I've pretty much been on like one of many teams. You see me in the yearbook with like all the team pictures, and I'll be like, what's up? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just social life. Obviously, I know a lot of people around Toronto just because of how many different schools I've been to. But obviously, it wasn't like concrete friendship. You know what I mean? It was just like, I know you. We went to this middle school or elementary school together. Oh, that's amazing. And yeah, it was all right. It was a good experience, but I wouldn't put it on my worst enemy. You know what I mean? It was tough. You had to have a lot of grit to go through what I generally gone through. I'm not trying to make some sad weeping story, but I'm just saying it was fucking tough, man. Like it was a lot of mental endurance. If I didn't have that type of strength, bro, like, and trust me, I've thought through a lot of shit, like some dark shit. It literally would not work out. It was tough, man. Don't get me wrong. I was in my emo phase too, but shit, like, it was bad.
You're talking about like high school during that time earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Typically, in terms of like my further education, it would be like post secondary. Uh, First year, I went into a university. I dropped out due to family situations. So it pretty much just kind of like just exploded. I just dropped out. I just said fuck it. Went into the workforce, started working for like a couple years, and then just said okay, fuck it. I should probably have at least a piece of paper as like a fucking safety net if I decide to do something in the future. So then I went to a college because fucking cheaper, and it just made so much more sense because I hate fucking school. I hate it.
Mhm.
Um, but at least with college, it's a little bit more handsy, kind of like more direct with the professors. Whereas like a university, it's like fucking 100 kids in the classroom, and you're just sitting in front of lectures and shit. Where it's like your name doesn't get called, right? You don't have that one-to-one with that prof. So at least with college, it was kind of like, hey, Mr. D, how you doing? You know, it's like, oh yeah, this is good, Jay. How you doing? Did you finish your project? I'd be like, hell no. But obviously being, I wouldn't say a teacher's pet, just like getting to know people, it was definitely a lot better. And yeah, I graduated accounting and payroll. I'll be timeless from payroll, signing up them checks and shit. And yeah, that's how it be sometimes, that's my education life.
Mhm.
I still read like a fifth grade level.
Nice overview. Okay. So, specific questions. How were you academically throughout your entire life in school?
Shitty, man. Dude, I was like, if you ever watched any fucking anime at all about like slice of life gangster shit and just like, I was like skipping classes, doing this and that. I was that kid, man. I would try to skip as many classes, pay no attention to like lessons and whatnot, sleep on my desk like openly. The teacher knows that, and obviously brings it up to my dad, and he whooped my ass for fucking doing that. And yeah, like it was just a lack of respect, lack of attention. I just didn't want nothing to do with it. I just wanted to have fun, figure out what my plans are after school, and then just chill with the homies. You know what I mean? I had those type of groups, and it just kind of over the years, like I probably started really well. Like from what I remember, what my pops told me, you were a really good kid. You passed math. You did this. Like you were great at math actually. What the fuck happened to you? And I'll be like, like, it got harder, like because I stopped caring, right? Because
Yeah.
like there was no validation from my father, because lack of presence, right? Like obviously the only time he shows any presence is when I get a bad grade, and he's there to whip my ass. Like whip out the belt and shit. Like I had a fucking Power Ranger toy that I still remember till this day. He would pull out that fucking sleeve, have the sword, and whoop my ass with it. Like it was crazy. Bamboo brooms and shit, slippers, like, anything he could actually like is in reach.
Mhm.
And the Power Ranger toy left a mark. Like it was just like at one point it was like a red kind of looking like a dagger on my ass. Like it's like a penis entry. So uh anyways, yeah, so it kind of fell through. High school, I took it a little bit more seriously because I've actually talked to a lot of teachers that really saw the best in me, which obviously I was just kind of like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's whatever, you know what I mean? Um, and yeah, it just kind of gave me a newfound perspective of, okay, where can I take myself in the future? What do I want to do? Like I started asking more questions because teachers actually start caring, right? It's like, yeah, what do you want to do when you grow up? I'd be like, I don't fucking know. Oh, you know what? You should be a musician. You should be a coach. You should be this and that. And I'm just like giving me ideas, and I'm like, I would be an awesome coach. I would be a fucking great musician, whatever, right? Like, so it kind of inspired me. I joined more clubs, like choir. Yes, I was in fucking choir. Let's see, band, all different sorts of shit. Yo, I started the break dance club. I used to dance. I can't dance no more. I could only do the belly flop, which is fucking amazing.
Mhm.
Um, But yeah, typically just saw a lot of potential myself. I kind of had newfound faith, and I started trying. Then I was surprised I even got accepted in a fucking university. Like that's crazy, you know. Um, Obviously I dropped out, so it's whatever now. But just the fact that I finished school
Yeah,
is great. It's fucking great.
sick. Okay,
Yeah.
so you mentioned that you've done a lot of sports. Talk about like the main ones that you spent a lot of time in, and talk about the experience and favorite memories from each of them.
Oh my god. Okay. So, um, very first sport I have ever played was basketball. Basketball has to be hands down the sport that I've literally grown into and loved since day one. Like I just started dribbling the ball, I shot, it went in. I'm like, oh man, this is fucking dope. Everyone started cheering, admiration from my classmates and friends. It was dope. So like every fucking recess, we would have a basketball and we would have a hoop. We would just always play, always play basketball. So it was just to a point where it just became engraved into me. Like it was like God touching me, saying, "You're the next Kobe. You're the next Jeremy Lin." I'm like, "Thank you, God." You're the next Michael Jordan. Typically just played a lot, and then during middle school, they were actually trying to find more members to join volleyball, badminton, like all different types of sports. And I just said, I mean, I at that point I was pretty athletic. I just said, okay, let's try it. Maybe I'll like it. I don't even know, right? So I just started experimenting, trying. Track and field was second, badminton, volleyball, and then ultimate frisbee, and it just kind of overlaps, and to a point where I think like I started loving volleyball more just because of more communication. I'm not saying like basketball there's no communication. It's just that like it's something different when you're on the court with like five of your other goons, and then you're just like slamming a ball on the floor. Like you're slamming it. I'm talking like fucking Hulk Hogan slam WWE shit. So it was dope. And then I grew a lot of love for that. I joined clubs. I went to the Y, and we just played till nighttime. It was crazy. That was still like when I'm kind of like going out a lot because my dad wasn't home to kind of tell me to come home. So I was like, all right, I'll stay until the super late PM or AM. Um, and yeah. So I started loving volleyball more. Obviously, if you guys haven't watched Haikyuu, volleyball anime, fucking amazing. Gave me more love and respect for the game. Dog, it was nuts, man. And one of my most memorable moments in volleyball would probably have to be when I was playing co-ed. So co-ed involves 3 girls, 3 guys on the court. Guys can only hit from back court, because if you hit from the front court, dog, you're gonna destroy the girls there. So um, I was playing back. They set me up. I jumped. I swung, and I felt it. Like my arm probably felt like it's gonna get ripped off. I felt like another man's hand was behind my hand. Like it was a 2-man effort type shit. I spiked it. The first thing I heard was, and then tears. I kind of like spiked, and I went down, and then I just I heard people cry, like a girl crying, and I was like, I looked up, the ball fucking hit her face. It hit her fucking face, bounced through the ceiling, and then went down. Boom, boom, boom. And God, the ref called a timeout. I literally frantically went like up to her and I said, "Are you fucking okay?" And she's like crying, and she's like, yeah, and, like she was talking to a point where I couldn't understand her, and I was just like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. Is there anything? Do you need ice? Is there like band-aids around here? Do you need me to do anything?" And like the people on her team just said, "Yo, back off." Like, okay, I'm sorry, man. I just went back to my court, and every person on my side, my team just said, good job, man. Yeah, you got her out of the game, bro. Like I was just like, I don't feel great about this.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing is, it happened the second time a year later.
To the same girl?
A different girl.
Okay.
And at that point, they gave me the nickname Wife Beater.
Oh no, not wife beater.
Shit. So yeah, that was probably my most memorable for volleyball. Basketball is just playing with the friends, yo. It's just always with the homies, you know. Crazy moments. It's hard to kind of pinpoint a great moment, but there were so many that I can't even say it, man.
Okay.
Basketball was a great fucking like time of my life.
But
Really
what type
got
of
me.
player were you though? How would you describe your play style and position?
I was Speedy Gonzalez. I had no position. I just went back and forth from the court. Like I was probably the most. I don't know, man. I was just a fast guy. I was just proclaimed. Yeah, so to a point where they put me as point guard, but I was so greedy with the ball, they just said no. They just said stop. You're not point guard anymore. You just play post or some shit. Or sometimes puts me in like the shooting position, and I'm just like, all right, and I'm just going off and shit like that. I felt like Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
like
shooting and then just and
shooting.
then just transitioning, crossing. Yeah, so it was fun for me, and like I was pretty fast, but I wouldn't say I was the best player. I'd probably say like my defense was actually my best offense. Just because I would be on the dude, like testicle to testicle. It was like very close. I could feel his breath on my neck. That's how close of a defense I was posting up, right? And obviously, I got a lot of elbows to the face because, dog, you don't do that, man. But I didn't know that. I didn't give a shit because I was just like, I'm going to guard this motherfucker. He ain't getting no ball. But as soon as we have possession of the ball, I would bounce because obviously I'm speedy, right? So I would bounce, end up out the other court. They would pass it to me. I'd just do whatever, lay up or shoot or whatever it may be. But yeah.
So you played for your school? Like the school team?
School teams, yeah. So we played like different schools and stuff like that. We played internally as well. But mainly a lot of things happened during recess. It was fucking great, man. I miss recess. What the fuck happened to recess, guys? That used to be like a 30-minute to an hour type day where you're just outside. It was fucking dope. Now I've been hearing it's like what 15, 30 minutes. I'm like, yo, you cut down recess? What the fuck, man?
The crime.
I don't know, bro. I know it's definitely a crime, dude. I don't understand.
Okay, well, we're still on the topic of basketball. You already told me, but what team do you go for?
So as discussed from your previous streams, my team, in my heart, for my city, I gotta say Toronto Raptors. Right, from where born and raised, grew up here, got to represent your own team. That's what it be. So like culturally, yes, Toronto Raptors. In my mind, what I think and what I truly believe in is the Chicago Bulls. And yes, they haven't been having great seasons, years, whatever, ever since MJ, whatever. But MJ got me into it, man. Honestly, Space Jam, fucking type shit, that shit got me, man. And I started looking into him. I started watching him play. Fell in love with the team. It was great, Derrick Rose was amazing. It was just fucking fire, man. Great year, but obviously over the years they kind of fell.
Yeah. So how about your all-time top 5?
Teams or players?
Players. Let's do players.
Hold up. Oh god. Okay. That's a toughie still, bro. Like, that's a lengthy discussion. I don't know about that, man. I mean, okay, all right. Definitely MJ has to be number 1, man, because got me into it. You know what I'm saying? MJ, my homeboy, Space Jam. I believe I can fly. Number 2. Okay, so number 2. Fuck. I mean, if we're talking OG, Magic Johnson was dope. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know who Magic Johnson is, represent. Love him. Shit. But I mean, like, even the current players too. LeBron, Kobe, Steph Curry. Those are dope guys. And then Jeremy Lin putting the Asian brothers on the map. I mean, don't get me wrong. Fucking Yao Ming was dope too. But like, I don't know, something about Linsanity, bro. He brought like the whole Asian people in the game, bro. Like Jeremy Lin. I mean, Yao Ming was great and all, but yo, he's just a tall motherfucker, bro. But Jeremy Lin is like, oh god, I'm gonna out dribble you. I'm gonna shoot behind your face. It was crazy. It was crazy. So if I had to fucking reiterate this, MJ between Magic and Curry, Kobe, LeBron, Jeremy Lin.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, fuck. But Derrick Rose is pretty good too. I don't know. We're just gonna leave it at that, bro.
Okay, so do you still watch basketball now?
Yes, currently, yeah.
Okay,
but I do more like finals at this point because I'm so busy.
Yeah.
So kind of got me sad.
Okay, last question about basketball. How about your top 5 current players? Active players.
Fuck, man. R.I.P. Kobe, bro. Fuck, man. Dude, man. I don't know, man. Like during their prime, they were fucking amazing, but not like the top 5 that I've named before of all time. But like, obviously, it kind of fell. You know what I mean? Current ones. It's hard to say because there's a lot of trades happening. There's a lot of fresh new meat coming off the bench and shit, or coming off of like college and university, like school. So I will probably have to postpone that question for another day.
Okay.
I'll let you know probably near the end of the season.
No worries. Okay, you can move on to the other sports and stuff you were involved with. Give us like a brief overview. Favorite memory.
Oh, dude, I played like almost every sport, man. So it's hard to kind of really say. What was it, track and field?
Whatever impacted you like a lot, you know, as much as volleyball and basketball. If not, then we could just move on to other stuff.
Yeah, everything was kind of like filters. Like they're just fun. I wouldn't say that it like impacted me like a lot. Such as volleyball and basketball did. It's just more like, oh, I had fun during badminton. Oh, I had fun during track. Fucking ultimate frisbee, you know, like. But like, there were moments, but not something that I would say, oh yeah, that changed my life. You know what I mean? Or that was like something I would always go back and remember. It was always basketball or volleyball.
How about for choir and band?
Shit. So choir, being in a singing club was kind of like looked as a geeky nerdy type look, but I think that during that time Glee was a thing, so it kind of made it semi cool ish, you know, like I was like that dumb jock that just came into like a fucking singing room and they just said, all right, sing billionaire. I want to be a billionaire so fucking bad. And then they're just like, dude, join choir. And I'm just like, no. And to a point where like I think one of my courses that I had to take was music. So the choir teacher was obviously the music teacher, and just said, okay, you're not doing so great, but I could definitely boost your marks up if if you join choir as an extracurricular, you know, like as a fucking bonus. I'll give you that. Like I'll let you pass this year. I'm like, bet. Joined, went on school trips, fucking fun. Like it was just like us singing, fucking around and shit. Obviously we had to sing like old classics because you know how, you know, music teachers be like, they'll be like, you have to sing like hallelujah type shit, right? And I'm just like, and but then we at least like during those kind of like fun periods where we ought to pick our own song, we get to sing, do it in front of classes. I remember specifically this one moment. I was I liked a girl in the music class, and I sang, as bad as this really sounds, this is a depressing ass song. I sang Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. and like I looked at her most of the time, and then she came up like to me after class and was like, oh, you're a good singer, that's a really good song like that you sang. I'm like, thanks. You want to fuck? No, but it wasn't like that. But yeah, no, it's we ended up going out and shit. It was chill. It was dope.
Great. That must have been a memorable time.
It was a fucked up time, man. We all did stupid shit back in high school, bro. Let's be honest.
Okay, let's talk about you in the B-boy club.
Ah, yes, yes. Let's see. Hip hop. I was really into music. Got me into obviously a lot of like R&B, rap, etc. So like anything like involving like the whole hip hop scene. Obviously, kind of derived from the blues. Started from there, kind of built up all the way. What really impacted me musically would be Eminem. Eminem pulled onto my heartstrings. When I'm Gone by Eminem, sang about a father leaving his child to pursue whatever he may be doing, right? To get money, right? Dog, that song related to me so fucking hard, bro, that like I just said, I fuck with this. Got into rapping, right? So one of my current hobbies right now is till this day. And pretty much, yeah, got me into rapping throughout high school up until now. Got in love with the whole hip hop scene. Started dancing because during that time, let's be honest, man, a lot of cool kids or attractive kids were trying to like doing like popping and locking and shit. But I totally went away from the attractive side, from popping and locking, and I went to breakdancing, where you kick people and then you do like all these crazy stunts, which I thought was cooler, but obviously a lot harder, challenging. My fucking ass. I remember working a part-time job, and there's this like little changing locker room, right? Like where you change into your uniform. And one of my buddies like, "Oh, can you do a windmill?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I could do a windmill." All right, do it. I did it in the fucking locker room. It's very tight, by the way. Dog, as soon as I swung my leg to come back up, windmill, right? I kicked. My shin hit the corner of a fucking locker, and on God, it was white. I thought it was bone. It wasn't bone. It was just like fucking under skin. Anyways, it was fucking dented. My shin was dented. Like literally, if this was my shin, it's like that. No, it was like that. I was just like, oh God, oh God. And then obviously my manager came in and was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing, bro?" And I'm like, I was breakdancing and I kicked the locker and now I can't stand. It hurts. And he's just like, go put a fucking rap and get the fuck home, man. I got home, and obviously my dad's not there at that time. And I was just kind of like in my room holding on to my shit. It's like, I'm a fucking dumbass. Anyway, so high school, started breakdance club. Found other people that were interested. That's the only way you could kind of start a club, right? If there's interest and a certain amount of members, like a minimum requirement. So searched everywhere. People that don't break dance just stayed there, just kind of sat. People that did break dance, we were doing all our floor shit, watched videos, and we were just like helping each other out. It was a great community. Of like-minded individuals that just wanted to flex in front of chicks, like there was no chick breakdancers. This is just a bunch of dudes, masculine shit, and yeah, like it just became to a point where we did talent shows, we did this and that, and yeah, like our school never had a breakdance club, like never. So I kind of just made it, and I don't know until this day if it's still there. God knows, I don't even fucking know. But the years after I graduated, the year after I came back and I still saw it was there, so I was like, all right, we good.
Yeah,
built some sort of foundation for the teeny boppers, like they're gonna have a fucking like plaque with my name on it that says founder of the breakdance club, timeless.
Are you a style head or a power head?
It started with style, but I became more power. And then when I banged my knee into the locker, I went back to style.
Oh my gosh. What was the most advanced move you were able to do?
Oh, the belly flop. Advanced, it would probably have been half a flare, but mainly it was just windmill. The rest is just like different freeze positions and shit. Head spin, I wouldn't say it was like crazy, but like it it was alright. It was alright. Yeah, head spins was there. So, but it made me kind of like semi bald. Hence why I always wear a hat. Um, I don't want to show you my bald spot. You know what I'm saying? Not until the second date.
Okay, so considering that you've done a lot within high school, what was your stereotype? What were you known as in high school?
Oh, yo, funny, freaky Asian kid. I was like so outgoing, and I mean this with a grain of salt. Like I would go into the cafeteria and pretty much I would say hi to everybody. They know me by a first name basis. I was to a point where like I was in grade 9, 10, and 11. Oh my god, excuse me. Holy shit. I was in grade 9, 10, and 11's student rep. I didn't just like volunteer. I demanded the position. So like yeah, I was just like, yo, I'll be the best president. Grade 9, you should have seen me. I was throwing candy at a bunch of fucking high schoolers. It was jokes, bro. I thought I was like a fucking pedophile with a white van. It was nuts. I was just like, here's some candy, kids. Vote for me. Ah, I'm dope. And yeah, pretty much just made a big fool of myself. But one of my biggest trademarks is I was also formerly known as Goku. I had the spikiest motherfucking hair that you'll ever find on an Asian brother. Trust me when I say this, dog. I looked like the Statue of Liberty on crack. Alright? It was like a porcupine that got scarred. Like it was nuts. I will show you a photo like some other time. It was crazy. But yeah, it's mainly that fucking phase, J Rock and shit. Like a lot of people started taking more like Asian looks to another level. Like have you seen America's Best Dance Crew, Quest Crew? Have you seen Quest Crew?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, just crazy. Like just like that, I was inspired by them as well. I made my hair even crazier. It was nuts. Nuts.
Hey. So, going back to a topic you briefly mentioned. So, talk about the bullying stuff you've encountered, and you mentioned how you became one too. So, you could get into that.
Troubled times. So, typically, moving into different schools, didn't have a lot of kind of like crutches, aka like actual friends that I could have always like leaned on, right?
Mhm.
So came into a new school, new classroom setting, and obviously I was a fat chubby kid. I looked like the easiest fucking target. I was at that time. I was hella sensitive, you know what I mean? Because obviously being raised as a single dad, fucking scarred, like alone, right? I felt alone, like that scene with Naruto sitting on the swing, watching every person graduate. Dog, I was that, bro. I was listening to Sadness and Sorrow on a daily. So I was just there, and I was just like, dog, all the kids would fucking pick on me. It was nuts. To a point where I just stopped giving a fuck. Like obviously I cried like a little bitch, but then like after so much crying, you're just kind of like you get numb to it. You know what I mean? So God, it kind of gave me an opportunity to change my perspective when I moved schools again, which I tried to be a little bit more on the aggressive fucking alpha male side, and I made friends with bullies. I know it sounds fucking bad. It was one of my biggest regrets, but it made me feel a lot more dominant and strong, and like I figured myself out type shit, which I didn't. Obviously, it's just a fucking little tot being a bitch. So it as hard as it really is, I started picking on a lot of kids, and I was just like, obviously at that time it made me feel better about myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I would feel bad for them because I knew how it feels like to be bullied. So it kind of gave me like an early age crisis. And just like, it's like, what the fuck am I doing with myself? Why am I doing this? Like, is this for admiration or friendship or whatever the fuck it is, or just not wanting to be hurt again, right? So obviously dealt with a lot of kind of soul searching over the years, and just kind of like to a point where I started treating people with more respect. I saw that working, and honestly, that turn point actually made me a lot better as an individual in society. Because I swear to God, if I did not see all these fucking like red lights and shit, I would have probably end up in jail. I would have been that dick that hit everyone in the dick. Like, I don't want to be that dude. So like it came to a point where I was just like, yeah, fuck it. Made more friends like that. Just people, like-minded people, loved them all. That's it, man. Just fuck bullies. All right. If you're getting bullied, man, there's a bully hotline or some shit. Call up your boy Wilson and Timeless. Yo, we'll solve this problem. We'll squash it. All right. They're just insecure motherfuckers that don't know shit. That's what bullies are technically. So, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So that was bullying. Have you personally got into any physical fights in your life?
Many.
Any interesting ones you want to talk about, the story behind it?
Let's see. Being a little fat chubby kid back in the day, I was probably the biggest, easiest target to fucking get. There was one time it was snowing, right? We're in Canada. It snows a lot. It was snowing, and a kid asked. I was dumb. I just wanted friends. A big kid, right? He was like probably like 3-5 years older than me at that time. Asked me to play my Pokemon, like what was it, red version or some shit. I love that game. That was a gift from one of my aunts. You know what I mean? That like is from a different country, like different state or whatever it is, and got me that gift, and I loved it. But I just thought, okay, I'm just gonna let him play with it. Maybe he'll be my friend, and then everything will be great. I would have friends. He stole it. He motherfucking stole it, and like he would obviously feign ignorance. I don't know who you are. What are you talking about? What game? And I'm like, don't fucking play with me. And like obviously I didn't say that. I was just a fucking insecure kid. I'm just like, no, seriously, give it back. Like, my aunt, my family gave that to me. Like it's my precious game and shit. It was like Game Boy Color. It was amazing. This was when like Game Boy Colors like first came out. It was like like before the Game Boy Bricks. It was like the Game Boy Color after that. So like I felt super attached to it. This motherfucker feigned ignorance, and then I literally, like a fat little stumpy chubby kid, pushed a tall ass motherfucker that to me at that time looked 6 foot. I was probably like a 4'11" at that, like in comparison, right? Like that's how the height difference was. And obviously I got my ass beat because he's fucking bigger than me, and that made me fucking angry to a point where I wanted to learn how to fight. I looked into like kung fu movies and shit. I looked into like karate, taekwondo, like whatever, the Krav Maga, like all that fucking shit. And obviously didn't learn them. I just pretended because at that time people were racist, so they thought, oh, all Asian motherfuckers know like some sort of martial arts. So I was like pulling up like the positions, and I was just doing drunken master like Jackie Chan and shit. And yeah, it didn't solve shit until like I literally got into more street fights to a point where I just gained common sense, and I was just like, all right, don't get punched in the face. Don't get knocked the fuck out. Don't be stupid, right? Like, just if you're fighting, fight seriously. Don't pull some next Karate Kid movie. So typically, like, yeah, I got into more fights. Again, being a stupid kid growing up, I got into the wrong clique. Got me into even more fights, and mainly it's like kind of gang affiliated, quote unquote. It's like just two different hoods having beef. It wasn't like to a point where it's like Bloods and Crips. It was like just a bunch of fucking random Asian kids and others just getting mixed into the wrong blender. Mm-hmm. So I just got into so many fights to a point where like I know I could defend myself and whoop ass, but I choose not to. Like I'm one of those, like, I'm like Gandhi. I probably know like some shit under my belt. You don't want to find out. You know what I'm saying? So many times I got jumped. We've been through the thick and thinness of life. So I kind of like know where and when, how to pick my battles and shit, which is great. Helped me develop my character as in the future. But I I didn't appreciate having black eyes and bruises a lot. It fucking hurt. It's a bitch. It's a fucking daily bitch, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of injuries, what's the worst injury you've ever encountered? Have to deal with?
Probably a semi stab. I kind of got like pricked over on the side. It wasn't deep. It was just kind of to a point where like it fucking hurt. Obviously, right? It's just, but it was just because it was a mugging. Like they wanted my shit. They had me at knife point. My dumbass tried to fucking do some quick shit, like just take his knife away or some shit. He just went in. Obviously, my hand there, so like it didn't go all the way, but it fucking hurt, bro. Sorry. Yeah. So pretty much that was probably the worst. But obviously, I got like black eyes. Like my legs were just damaged to a point where I couldn't stand up. My arm to a point where like it made me semi double jointed. Like I could pretty much do like some weird twisty shit with my arm, but like like I fucked up my elbow so bad that like it just didn't function properly for like a whole week, up until to a point where my dad pulled some Mr. Miyagi shit. Like he started rubbing his hands and just fucking pulled my arm, and to a point where it just fixed itself. It was crazy. We didn't need no doctors that back then. It was Canada has free healthcare. My dad chooses not to use the healthcare system, so he fucking decided to use some Asian voodoo shit that he learned just out of randomness. I don't fucking know, bro.
Yeah. Dude,
Anyways,
you got mugged
many times. I grew up a lot. Like a lot of the places I moved to are like probably the worst parts of the city. Like it was bad during the time. Now it's actually a lot better. Like all those bad spots aren't so bad anymore. But it was tough, man. It was tough.
That's scary. So you were just like jumped so many times and mugged.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are we
That's life.
Are you gonna leave it at that, or do you want to like?
Well, I mean, what do you want to know?
I mean, I'm sure you've encountered that a few times, but like, what was your mindset? Let's say from the first time it happened and last time. How has that changed?
I mean, if I was able to talk to my past self, I'd just say, fucking don't be stupid. Just don't fucking be stupid, man. Avoid this shit. You don't need this drama, right? But again, like it's things that like I regret but don't regret at the same time, because that taught me how to fight, how to have some sort of backbone. Obviously getting jumped and mugged, like that's unrefutable. I can't avoid that, but like to a point where I could have just gave them my whatever I had, you know, my brick ass Nokia phone or my wallet or whatever the fuck they were asking during that time. Just give it to them. You know what I mean? There's no escaping someone that actually has some sort of weapon, right? If it was fisticuffs, I mean, like at that time I just still didn't know how to fight. Those are the jumping periods where I just didn't know shit. So it just was still stupid of me to fucking try something. But yeah, I'd just be like more sensible. I would tell myself to be like just be smart about things. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, that's about it, man. A lot of it though, funny enough, actually happens out of like these ghetto schools, because I used to play basketball a lot during, you know, at like these kind of sketchy looking like schools, but like they're still schools, so I thought it was gonna be all right. Yo, we in a public school, we good. Nah, yo, they coming in from the projects, bro. They're all ganged up, and like, yo, there's like usually more than one person, so I just try to fucking fight them off, but I'm stupid as shit. So 1 versus 5, I could win this. Believe it. Just cut my ass whoop, bro. Like,
holy shit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So moving on, with the college years, post grad, right? How would you decide to get into that specific university, and with what major? And do you want to talk on why you dropped out? Because you mentioned it was like family related.
Out of respect for my family, I wouldn't want to talk too much about the reasons why I dropped off, but overall though, like the first thing in my mind is just getting into the school, because during that time, like obviously we're just a bunch of fucking high school, like not even adults yet, to kids that are just being told you have to figure out what you want to do in life. Come on, man, you're gonna tell a fucking like person that doesn't know themselves at all, trying to figure themselves in life, to figure it out by next year. I'm grade 12 and I'm just like, I don't fucking know. Like, so I pretty much applied to like a lot, like over the minimum. So I had to pay a little bit extra. Um, and I got accepted to a few things. Uh, but during that time, I was kind of more humble with myself, and I know the feelings of being not only homeless, but like whatever. I thought the coolest thing was to go into hospitality and tourism. And for all those people that don't know what the fuck that is, I don't either. But it's basically like you're working as like a flight attendant or like some sort of hotel management or whatever. My thought process was, I'm gonna work up the system, become CEO of a fucking hotel, and open up a kind of like a rehabilitation center for homeless people, right? Like, and this was probably like inspired by a lot of like YouTube videos I was watching back then. It was just kind of like they would give him a certain amount of money, a certain amount of days to kind of clean themselves out, buy themselves a suit, get a job, get them back on their feet. I loved those type of videos. I probably spent like many hours, days worth of hours just fucking watching those type of shit. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be one of those guys, guys that kind of like changes people, changes the world. So I got into hospitality and tourism, and then it was lame as fuck, bro. It wasn't anything I fucking imagined. But I always thought like, okay, I could always use this as like just the fact that I'm in the school. It's a lot easier to move around in the school. Like I could change programs and shit, without going through the hassle. Because like you if you weren't in the school to begin with and you applied to the school, it would actually be like 80% harder to like to get accepted, right? But if you're already in the school and you're like going from arts to business, it's doable, right? So that was my thought process. I got into a very big university in Toronto, and it just didn't grab my interest. I was like fucking working like volunteer hours where I was like a waiter and shit. I was just like, why the fuck am I a waiter, man? Like, well, why am I in this course for? What am I doing here? And then obviously self-reflection, shit happened. I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna go into the workforce, start working, labored, and all these other random filler jobs, retail, etc. And it just kind of unraveled, man. That I'm telling everyone right now, for who's ever watching this now or later in the future, bro, whatever you decide to do when you're in high school, or if you're still in high school, it's always gonna fucking change. These years of being in university and college is where you find yourself and what you're truly passionate in. As fucked up as it may be, you're paying money to not only get a piece of paper, but to kind of use that as an experience to kind of learn more about yourself. You're paying someone to learn about yourself, bro. Obviously you could do it for free and on your own time, but it's different, because when you're in university or college or whatever, post-secondary, you're meeting new people, you're seeing different perspectives, you're growing more as an adult. You know how it feels to pay bills and all that shit. Even if we're living underneath our parents at that time, it's still like you got some things to fork out sometimes, you know what I mean? You spend more, credit cards are coming in, whatever it may be, bro. Like, university and college, it doesn't mean shit until probably like your first or second year. After your first and second year, you'll figure something out. You'll be like, I don't want to do fucking business anymore. I want to get into fucking I don't know, digital editing or some shit. I don't fucking know. Video marketing, whatever. I want to become a streamer. That's your prerogative. But like, use this time to learn and enjoy yourself. Don't stress too much over the little things. That's all. I'm just gonna mic drop there, yo. That's edumacated, bro. Edumacated.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how'd you end up picking like accounting and payroll then?
Um, it was at that point the reason why I even picked it is because not only does it give you some sort of business sense, but like as an accountant, you could pretty much be really flexible anywhere. And payroll, it's pretty much again anywhere, right? Like every company needs to pay someone, and how do they do it? Either themselves or they hire someone from it, and it's usually the big corporate companies that like just just obviously not going to do it themselves. So I could be working up the ladder of like these big ass companies like fucking Apple or Google or wherever the fuck, and I could be like, yeah, I work for Google, yeah, I work for Apple. um it's also a nice little crutch too if I ever do decide to open up my own business, which I plan on to hopefully one day. Um, and yeah, it just made so much sense to me at that time, and it still does. Like I've kind of have that like still as a safety net, still doing my own thing, but yeah, it just
Hey,
made sense.
perfect. Let's transition to your work experience. So let's start with your very first job. Give us an overview of that, and then transition from there. Tell whatever you want to tell.
Oh shit! All right. So growing up, single parent, hella broke. Obviously, my ass didn't get an allowance, so I was like what, 12? I was fucking like 12 or some shit. Under the working limit, by the way, under the working law, I'm not allowed to work. I saw that there was a bubble tea place that opened recently, like not recently, but like at that time, recently across the street of my elementary school or middle school at that time. And I hung out there a lot. I talked to the owner, and he liked me a lot. And I was like, "Are you guys hiring?" At that time, I didn't give a shit, right? I was, "Are you guys hiring?" And it's like, "Yeah, would you like to work here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love to." And it was me making like drinks and shit, bubble tea. I thought it was a huge flex, especially with like the bunch of like Asian homies I was chilling with. They would come by, like chill with me when I'm working. Shit, we would play foosball, like jits. It's what we call it in slang, foosball, and just chill, drink, whatever. It was like a gateway drug because you have a person that works at a bubble tea shop, bro. That's a hookup right there, bro. So but it was super under the table. Definitely shouldn't be working at that time because again, under the fucking age. He paid me cash. I didn't give a shit. It was fucking cash, bro. um and dog, his face when I told him my age, bro, and he's just like, fuck. But he's like, oh, but I like you, man. All right, fine. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Obviously, I'm telling you now because it doesn't matter anymore. But like, bro, it was so sketchy, bro. He got me working on school nights at like fucking 12 up until like 12 midnight. It was crazy. I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
My dad obviously is fucking screaming, "Where the fuck are you?" Like he comes home like super late. He doesn't notice until like I'm not there, right? Like so he's like, "Where the fuck are you?" I'm like, "Dad, I'm at work." And he's like, "You're working right now? You have school tomorrow. What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Dad, I'm making money." Dog." Right? Like it was like a working mentality that I had, and it got me some ways, bro. It got me some ways, man. It was great though. I got all the drinks I could have, bro. All the bobas, bro. It was sick. Uh, Funny enough, with that first job is also a gateway. So it got me into like two other bubble tea jobs like later on in the future when I was like actually able to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. It's another time. It's another time.
Mm-hmm. So that was job number one.
Yes, sir. Working under the age.
Okay. You could continue from there.
Oh, okay. Second job.
Chronological, yeah.
All right, working up. So second job, uh, pretty much worked as like a cleaning team. So we have there's this thing called the expedition here in Canada in Toronto, that is it's called C&E for short, or yeah for short, and essentially it's just the cleaning crew. I was just part of that cleaning crew. It's like a seasonal job every summer type shit, like for 1.5 months, And it was okay. Got to meet new people, got to go out, got to enjoy the kind of like the festivities because I get the free entrance, right? Like because you have to pay upon entry, and then obviously anything else like rides and shit, whatever you buy there. So I got to enjoy that. It wasn't too bad. Yes, I had to fucking see a lot of shit, and I'm talking physical, like doo doo. Like it was smelly, dirty job, but I didn't have to touch it. Thankfully, I was part of the green team where I just replenish toiletries and make sure the sink looks clean. It's pretty much a carnival, bro. Let's just call it a carnival. So it's like, yeah, I was part of like a group of carnies cleaning. Uh, it was
Yeah.
fucking jokes, bro. Oh god. Yeah. So that was my second job. Did it for a couple years before I just said fuck it. I'm not dealing with shit no more, and I mean like shit. Third job. I'm trying to remember. I ended up working at my next bubble tea job. It was inside of a mall. It looked proper, uh, and pretty much just it is what it is. It was whatever. So I was just making drinks and shit. And my fourth job,
Mhm.
funny enough, my fourth job actually scouted me from the bubble tea place. So I was working, making drinks, talking to customers and shit.
Mhm.
He was telling me like, "Oh, dog, I like the way you talk and how you communicate to customers. It looks amazing and very professional. Would you like to come work at uh, this retail store that I'm managing?" I'm like, "Oh no, what is it?" It's Lids, so it's like a hat store. This is when like my whole next level of loving sports came in. It's just it just got me like, oh yeah, you have to be up to date with like games, winnings. Well, make sure like we're repping like the winning teams and we have enough products. It's like all these type of hats that like it's just different sports teams all across the world, which I really liked. I could literally look at your head in real life and be like, I know your hat size. It came to a point where it's like that, like when fitteds were like a thing. If you know what fitteds are pretty much hats that are one size only, so it doesn't fit all.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, like at that time, I actually didn't quit the bubble tea job. I actually just worked two fucking jobs. This was during the time when like it was like summer, right? Like before I go to university and shit. This was in high school,
Got it.
and I would work one week. I worked fucking 80 hours. 1 week, 80 hours, and then like other days are like 50, 60 hours. Was never home. Fucking obviously at that time, like the family's there. um I was burning myself out, man. I was working bare bare for the money, spending it fucking recklessly as shit. Like I already know how my spending habits were. It was super bad, man. I would use that money, go out at night, drinks, parties, flexing, all that shit. Bro, man, I just wasted so much fucking money, bro. If I could somehow tell myself to fucking put everything in a bank, dog, I would see fucking like maybe 5 figures, bro. 5 fucking figures. I guarantee you I wasted that much money. It was maybe even six, dude. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so fourth job. Fifth job, my buddy worked at a vape shop at that time. Actually told me to help him out. Like this one time I helped him out. I worked around just doing stock and shit, and then he just said, "Yo, you looking for a job? The boss likes how you work." I said, "All right, bet." Start working at a vape shop. This is like a fucking gateway drug to vaping. Um, and yeah, I started vaping ever since. It's as bad as it is. I mean, to be fair, I was smoking at a young age. I started smoking at like 14. I would keep that on the low. So I started vaping and shit, and yeah, at that time I quit both the hat store and the bubble tea job, and yeah, started working there for the summer, uh, and even during post secondary, first time, and let's see, jump to another vape shop, and then I'm actually working at that vape shop as a district manager. So they're paying me pretty good. I've been there for quite a bit, so yeah, they're paying me pretty good. I've been there for a while. I take care of like three locations right now. Um, but a fourth one coming, huge responsibilities. Every day's a fucking headache. There's always something, man. You think vape jobs are chill, bro? You haven't seen the back end, man. Front end, yo, everything looks nice and chill, yo. You see some dude sitting on his chair just vaping and shit. He's sitting there because he's fucking tired and stressed from what the fuck he just did, bro. So it looks fucking chill when you come in, but dog, like it's a whole different story in the back. So yeah. So I work at a vape shop.
Like currently, you mean?
Currently, yep.
Ooh, how many years has that been?
I've been in the vape industry collectively for like 8 years. Yeah, to a point where like it's good. Like some people think vape jobs are like kind of dead end. Kind of is, but it depends on who you're working for. The boss that I've known for that many years gave me many opportunities, investment opportunities, like getting into the game, being business partners, not just a worker, right? But for me, I am thinking about it, but I don't know. That's something that future Timeless will figure out. As of this moment, I'm just riding the tide. Great pay, and once I have enough money, because I spent my money buying this fucking house. So as soon as I have more money, then I'll think about investments and stuff and whatnot. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Any interesting stories to tell us about your work experience, like encounters with people? People can be crazy.
Dude, working in retail, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You get so many Karens, but there are definitely gems, man. Customers that are just so fucking funny, down to chill. You love talking to. It's just any job, right? Like you'll always find out, even like with coworkers as well. You might find some Karens and some snitches and shit like that. Some fucking Randalls, if you know what recess is, and you essentially make like all these dope people, like these friends till this day. And you know what? Like working at a vape shop is funny. I've met so many celebrities. So many. One of them is Danny Riel. I don't know if you guys know her. Like she's like an import model, big on YouTube, knows Timothy De La Ghetto, all that shit. I met her. Quest Crew, how I brought it up before. There's a girl named Lydia Pig that was actually part of Quest Crew in the earlier season. Met her too. I think AJ Raphael at one point. It was like people that are coming from to Toronto to visit, and they came to my vape shop. It was dope, man. I was like fanboying. I was like, oh my god, I know you big. Can I take a photo? And like I would take photos with these people, and it was fucking jokes, man. I would flex it in front of all my friends, like, yo, I took a picture with Danny Riel. I took a picture with Lydia Peg. What you gonna do about it, bitch? Yeah. So it was great, man. A lot of memorable experiences, but a lot of fucking shitty experiences, bro. You there's no great in anything. There's always gonna be come see, come sa, so.
For sure, man. Okay, so that's like the work experience. Other than that, what have you been doing on your free time since like post high school up until now? Aside from like streaming too. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Let's see. So, I mean, high school till now, I mean, it was just kind of like going in and out of post-secondary, like I said, just within dropping off and going into college instead. I was just working. I was going out a lot. It was just during that period where I'm just kind of like, flirting, getting to meet people, hitting up ladies and shit, thinking I was like a pimp named Slipback. It was dope. So I was just kind of like getting to know a lot more people, socializing, figuring myself out as an individual. It's like the party life. It's just like, if I could kind of like title it, it was just living the party life, enjoying my time and shit like that. And yeah, bro, it just came to a point where I started expanding on different projects. I'm known as the jack of all trades. Although I'm not like a fucking master at them, I know how to do things. You know what I mean? Like, so I would like to kind of categorize myself as street smart, not book smart, street smart. I know how to like get my way around. I could, if you want like a hookup on phones, I know a dude. If you want to hook up on like some fucking computer parts, I know a dude. You know what I mean? Like it kind of goes full circle. I'm like the guy with connections, and it kind of it will help me out in the future, and it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So basically up until then, socializing, still working. At that time I was kind of like in and out of the rap game, so I've made my fair share of music and actually posted up on YouTube, which I'm not going to share because I privated it anyways. Cringy shit. This was like rap, like early rap ages was like love songs, like those like early ages. This is all about like rap love songs. It's like, yeah, I miss you, girl, dog, like I'll never let you go, like it is what it is. And then it came to betrayal, so like I've dealt with my fair share of snakes. I was like, oh, like how could you do this to me, man? I got you since you were like fucking homies with Bertha or whoever the fuck. Evolution to the rap game, and to a point where it just became more of a hobby than a lifestyle, because at that time it was like I live and breathe writing, making music. It is what it is. And then now it's just kind of like I feel like rapping, and most of it is like in the shower, so I'm just kind of like just spitting, and it just became like up until today I'm just honing that craft just by having fun. So nothing's written, man. I haven't written any like serious bars or lyrics for the past, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years. So it just kind of developed to what it is now. Just actually recently, one of my streamers, Justy, he just hit me up. He told me, hey, I'm interested in making a collaboration with you. Would you like to kind of partake in it? So recently I just started writing. Fucking weird. It's so weird, dog. It's a different sensation. So I mean, like overall it's great that people write and hone their craft, but like to a point where it's hard to kind of go back. Once you're just spitting random shit, you'll always be spitting random shit. There's no build or fucking punchlines or like like fucking serious bars. It just kind of became more of like a clown rap. I'm a clown rap, bro. Rap. Yeah, I'm a clown rapper. So I just talk about sucking dicks and other fucking body parts. Loving the homies and shit.
It's a good overview of what you do for rap. So speaking of that, are you gonna freestyle at the end or something?
Only if the viewers donate 500 biddies to my boy Wilson.
Okay. Sheesh. Well, this is a great transition though, because I wanted to see what you would say about your life between after high school. Next topic, the social aspects. Let's talk about your party phase, events, clubs, raves. What have you been into?
Oh my fucking god, Steve!
Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate you.
Fuck you, Steve! He's the guy from my fucking chat. What are you doing, bro? Hate you. Yo, he's known as Shit Disturber Steve. In fact, I actually made an emote for him too. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off here. I do want to kind of like emphasize this. This guy is no ordinary individual. He is a shit disturber. He jump scares you like crazy. That's his emote right there. It's me constipated on a toilet. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So
you're good. Let's talk about your party phase and all that stuff, like your experiences, whatever you want to share. Summarize it. Go for it.
Dude, man.
Crazy stories. We love them.
Dog. So, getting into university, post-secondary, I mean, it's just a whole surreal experience. You get to start learning and actually quote unquote experiencing different shit. So I've kind of did my fair share of the drug, okay? And I've went out, I drank a lot, like to a point where I felt like I could have probably died from liver disease or some shit. It was to a point where I was drowning my body. woke up nights where I don't even woke up in the next morning not even remembering the previous night. It got to a point where like I was just like, bro, this is crazy. And most of the times it's like it's always going to be with like the coworkers or like with the certain group of friends. Like I had like a lot of friends per
Hmm.
se. I guess more acquaintances that I would hit up and chill for a bit. But I would say friends. They were my friends. But the night crew, oh dog, man. If this was a shift, the night crew, oh dog, we did a lot of things and very bad influences. Yes, I did a lot of shit, but but it was good experience. I learned to stay away from that shit and just be a clean individual that only drinks alcohol. So pretty much, yeah. I just drink now. But but yeah, like there was a time. Oh my god, one of my weirdest experiences at like as my social life when I went out partying. There's
Hmm.
this place in Toronto. It's called iDarts. Okay, so it's like a digital dart board arcade, quote unquote bar, not arcade bar. So there's like a whole shit ton of machines. We would throw darts at like a fucking digital dartboard and playing with your friends. There's beer pong and pool on the side. Like there's fucking great live DJs every weekend. It was crazy. And this one night that we revisited the place, there was cops busting down the doors of this place and pretty much had guns fully loaded, like like out of the movie when like the FBI, like a SWAT team. It was a
Hmm.
SWAT team that pretty much just comes in with like fucking ammunition and shit. Literally one dude that just screamed, "Get on the floor!" Everyone just fucking went underneath the table and it was just like, what the fuck is happening? Because we don't know. We don't fucking know what's happening. We're just being like, fuck. There's dudes with guns, man. You know what I mean? Like the first fucking reaction is, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm freaking the shit out. I don't know what the hell's happening, right? Um, so they went into the dart room where everyone is. That's like a huge fucking area. Busted in, went around to like the back area, and I'm guessing this is where like the owners and whatever owners' friends or whatever they do their deals and whatever gambling. I don't know what the fuck they do back there. They busted into the door and then just said, "Get on the floor right now. You're under arrest." And it was like it was fucking crazy, dude. And dude, everyone was just like, "What the fuck is happening? Are we gonna die, dog?" I knew I should have fucking went for a smoke break, man. Everyone's just fucking freaking out, dude. And essentially, like, there's this one, like, the good cop. The good cop, he would come in and pick up everybody one by one. It's just like, "Sir, can you come outside, please? Hey, ma'am, will you come outside?" Evacuating them, and then essentially there's like a shit ton of cop cars and like fucking tank looking shit, like big ass whips, um just outside blaring their fucking lights and shit. And then we're just like, bro, what the fuck, man, are we in trouble? It's like, we walked up. Well, one of my buddies walked up to the cops and just said, "Hey, what the fuck is happening, man? What the fuck was that?" And it's just like, "Oh yeah, there was a gang in the back, and apparently they were soliciting and trafficking, and there's like all different sorts of shit." And I was just like, "Bro, we went there on a fucking weekly, man, and we're like that fucking close to it." So whole fucking surreal experience, bro. I thought I was in a fucking movie, man. Like it it was crazy, bro.
Insane.
In fucking insane, dude.
So that was one of your experiences. I'm sure you've been through a lot.
Oh, many, dude. I mean, like that was just one of the most memorable. I mean, like
Uh
there
huh.
are others where like, oh yeah, I'm chopping on a biddy, things happen, one thing led to another. Like it's a lot of betrayals too, because alcohol changes people.
Uh huh.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I don't know if you've dealt to that severity, but like there's a lot of beefs, internal beefs. Like we have a nice little close knit clique, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're dating Jessica. I like Jessica, dude, and it's like, bro, it's just a girl, man. Relax. Like if you hate, if you don't like it, tell them that. Don't fucking blurt it out, letting everyone know, and then starting a huge scrap in the middle of a party. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I dealt with my fair share of heartbreak too, and then it's just,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet you will, man. You're gonna get to the meaty parts of this lobster, bro. So it's yeah, it was a lot of crazy experiences, but I mean, mostly it's just kind of like living the party life. It's if you don't know what the party life is, I can't explain it to you because it's just to a point or degree where it's like it's obsessive. It's a whole nother lifestyle. It's like fucking those people that go like clubs every fucking night and like in like TV shows or movies, bro. It's like everything's always going to be different, but it's the same? Question mark? Eh. There's always a bitch named Jessica. That's a fact, bro. Jessica. Yeah. So it'd be
How
like
about
that.
for raves? Are you big on that? Or ever been?
Um, was into it probably the first bit. But then I just said fuck. I just do it at home, man. It's too sweaty. Like, and I mean sweaty because like you're usually surrounded with a bunch of random people. Sometimes your friends say that's nice, but like if you're on the outside of the circle, bro, like you're dealing with a lot of sweaty other people that you don't know, and it's just like it's just way too fucking much. Humidity and just like it's because sometimes it's inside, sometimes it's out. It just depends, and it's just fucking disgusting, bro. I felt like I was in a sauna, but like the cheap kind, like the cheap saunas, man. It was dirty, bro. So I just said, nah, man. Raves was my thing. I
Mhm.
enjoyed the music, so I listened to it, but it's not like I would probably go to a live show or like an event. Um, but I did go my first years. In fact, one of my going back into like my social party life, whatever. Like, it's funny. One of my first ever thing I did when I was of legal age was go to a bar, right? Or like a club. It wasn't a bar. It was a club. So, my buddy, like I have two buddies. One of my buddies, uh, he was just like just fucking funny, man. He's a funny dude. The other guy is just more like I just want to fuck. I just want a lady. All right, that's cool. Um, so told me, okay, for your birthday, we're taking you out. I said, okay, no problem. Brought me to this club. I don't know the clubbing life. I don't know what the fuck. This is my first time, man. So
Mhm.
he then spots a group of females, and then kind of stabbed me a little bit. It's like, yo, wingman me. I said, all right, no worries, man. And then I look at the group. One pretty girl, one scary looking girl, and one, oh my god, this trash bag thrown into the fucking into a fiery pit, scraped the ashes and spread it as makeup. It was ugh. Anyways, as the wingman, I was to entertain the other two, obviously not the pretty one, and on my birthday. He did this on my fucking birthday, bro. Like it's not his birthday, my fucking birthday. First time going to the club, my fucking birthday, man. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, he made me wingman, and essentially I'm just chopping it up with just talking to these two other randos I don't even know. It's like, oh yeah, so how's your day? What do you do? Are you in school right now? It's like blah 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 blah. The general social chit chat,
Yeah.
and this motherfucker, he I thought he'd still be within my vicinity, still talking and shit. Yo, this motherfucker just kind of like put me into a booth. He scooted me to the other end of this round-ish table, put the two fucking ladies in between me and him on the far end. I'm just like, bro, we're supposed to be like fucking next to each other, bro. This is kind of weird,
Yeah.
And he's just like, yo, just don't worry about it. Don't worry. Well, I'll thank you later. He then picked up the pretty chick, like by the hand, and just said, "Okay, guys, we're gonna be right back, or we gotta go." Or so, I forgot, man. It's like so long ago. We gotta
Uh,
go, and I was just like, you're gonna go?" And he's like, yeah. We're probably gonna head home. We're gonna bring her home, make sure she's safe and shit. The other guy, the funny guy, fucking hilarious. he he was just at the bar, like he's just like over there talking to the bartender and shit. And you know, we made eye contact. And I literally said, I mouthed the words, "Help me," because I'm stuck with these two individuals that I have no interest in, and it's just kind of it was a death trap. And essentially after that he went missing. I don't know where the fuck he went. The funny guy. And I'm stuck with these two, and I'm just like, well, okay, ladies. Although it's my birthday, I think I'm just gonna call it a day. I'm gonna head home, and yeah, just whatever. They asked for my digits, my socials, and I'm just like, probably next time. You'll probably hear from me like next time I go over there. I never went there ever again. And basically what happened, aspired in my birthday was I got invited to a club with, you know, two of my homies. One of them left with the girl, the other one just left, no fucking idea. And I was all alone at a club for the first time, don't know what jack shit about nothing, dealing with two I'm just gonna call them fugly, just two fugly ass people. And I just said fuck it. I went home, took like a fucking 30-40 minute bus ride, and I was just like, bro, man, this is the worst birthday ever, bro. the worst fucking birthday ever. I think the day after, man, I just went to like the alcohol store and I just bought shit and just drank it alone. Like it was so sad, bro. I took a picture of myself as like, hey, happy you know, 19th birthday, happy 18th birthday, bro. And I just started drinking. Ah, dog, it was crazy, man. It was fucking nuts. Yeah.
Dang. So still homies with those guys or what?
The funny guy I'm still homies with. The other guy, he from friend to you know, I don't know, man. I don't know how to categorize people of that, dog. Just I know him, but you know, we're not that tight, bro.
Got
You
it.
know? Yeah.
Okay, so what was your first drink
Fucking
ever, and what was the story behind that?
My first drink ever, non-legally, would probably be middle school, because my uncles would give me beer and I would drink it and then fucking taste like shit. I was like, and he's like, that's our boy. He's gonna be a man one day. But aside from that, like away from family, it was prom. Or like somewhere in like like high school. I mean, it was not prom. Sorry, prom is when I drank heavily. That was like fucking party, right? Probably like a separate party somewhere in like the 10th 11th grade. Some dude's brother, you know, fucking bought us alcohol for someone's birthday. We drank. It was my very first drink was a Sapporo. It's a beer, a Japanese beer. So I just drank that casually. It was all right, you know. It's just beer tasted like shit, obviously at first, but it's an acquired thing. When you start drinking beer, because you get used to it, right? And then in your mind it clicks as it tastes good. Kind of like coffee. Coffee tastes like shit the first time for anybody. But you get used to it because you're just like, oh yeah, it's gonna keep me up, it's gonna help me stay awake and shit. And then you're just like, oh, now it's starting to taste good. Oh, now I could add sugar and milk. Oh yeah, this is so much better. I die for coffee. You know, it's like that. But beer is like that for me now.
Mhm.
Then my second serious drink would be Fireball. That shit was fucking disgusting, bro. Who in their right mind would add fucking cinnamon in alcohol, bro? Fucking stupid. Like, stupid. Who wants to hurt themselves? They like doing the cinnamon challenge and then some, bro. It's crazy.
Mhm.
I don't like that, bro. It's a mess.
All right. So, what would you consider as your favorite alcohol drink and least favorite then?
Okay, well, least favorite Fireball. Fucking disgusting shit. Like I don't know if it's because it was my first serious alcoholic drink that I was scarred forever, but like I revisited it one time and it still tastes like shit. Fucking Fireball is the worst. My favorite drink currently, soju. So I've been drinking soju like it was water, dude. Like it's like I became more of like the enjoyment of like the fruitier drinks. So like soju, Ciroc was okay. I mean, it was, you know, the peach flavor and then all the other flavors. It was okay, but soju has to be hands down. The Korean poor man's drink. Mix it with beer sometimes. It was great. It was great. Beer is actually like probably like top tier, but like soju is like right now on top.
Hmm. Okay,
Spoken from an
and
alcoholic.
what type of drunk are you?
So you know how I'm extroverted right now, and I do what I do.
Yeah.
Multiply that by 3.
Oh, I figured.
Yeah. So I do get a little touchy. I do have to admit, like it's just like, oh my boys, what are you guys saying? You know, like it's just
Uh-huh.
like shoulder to shoulder, hugs, and I'm just kind of like, I'm very sociable. But obviously, like sometimes I would like to believe that I could handle my alcohol, but sometimes when I drink too much to a point where like, what am I doing? Like I end up from one end of the room to the other in a snap, bro. Is what I've been told. So it's just like, walking around being sociable. It's like, yeah, I'm the party dude, dog. Like it's like, hey, shots, everybody, cheers, it's all that shit. Only when it's like bad, but like general tipsiness, I'm still like in my semi right mind to a point where like I do entertain more, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's party timeless. Catch me on my drinking streams, guys. Oh
Okay,
god.
so random questions before we get into the really deep ones.
Oh, random questions. Okay.
As of now, who is your favorite artist and what is your favorite song?
Um, oh, that's tough, man. I guess as of right now,
Hmm.
it's still either between J. Cole or Kendrick. For sure, probably more on the side of J. Cole. You know, it's a Dreamville. Got to represent, baby. One of his most impactful songs to me, man, would probably be his warm up mixtape. It's hard to kind of pinpoint which song because the whole mix itself was like it was a change in different direct, like it was a different direction in terms of how the current rap generation kind of like moved forward. It
Hmm.
kind of went from like, fucking bitches and money to fucking like hardships to fucking um more bitches and money, and then mumble rap. Like mumble rap just came out of the fucking wazoo, so mumble rap. And then like you see these young cats like J. Cole and Kendrick that fucking just kept the game alive, you know what I mean? So I really respect them, and I love their craft. Their music is the bump, man. I listen to their shit probably on semi daily, like
Hmm.
sometimes daily. It just depends on like my playlist, like, and how it cycles through. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick, like, To Pimp a Butterfly, man. Oof. Oh god. It's so fucking good.
Are you big on like anime, TV shows, or movies?
Yes, no, yes. I mean, TV shows, I mean, that I could obtain via Netflix. Yeah, I'm into that shit. Movies, yes, and everything. But like when it comes down to cable, let's be honest, who the fuck has cable nowadays? No one has cable, man. You know what I mean? So I like, ever since I purchased this house, I don't have fucking cable. So I've just been kind of just streaming shit on Netflix. So if there's a show that's on there, I'll watch it. Yo, Squid Games though, Squid Games. Ooh.
Okay, perfect. Let's do a top 5 for each category.
Son of a bitch. Ah. Which one's first,
Let's
bro?
do anime first.
Anime? Okay. Um, I'm a huge weeaboo, bro. Dog, I would be kind of categorized as an otaku. Low key, I want a body pillow. You know what I'm saying? Titties and all. Uh, so in terms of my top, what, 5?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be specific order. You could just do a top 5.
Naruto, One Piece, Bunny Senpai, totally out of the grid. Bleach, up until the end, kind of we felt weird around with Bleach. And fuck, it's between Sword Art Online or Shield Hero. Both of them are really good. I mean, Sword Art Online first season. Shield Hero just so far. Like it's so yeah. I mean, it's kind of like 5.5, 6ish. TV shows. Ooh, that's tough, man. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, faux show. Friends, faux show. How I Met Your Mother. that one's a good one. And then the shorter stuff, like honestly, Squid Game's kind of brought it into the top 5. It's fucking weird. It's like not like the throwback stuff. It's just like one of those. And wait, TV shows including what, like cartoons? Like, because cartoons and anime kind of like a blurred line there, you know?
Let's do non-cartoons.
Okay. So let's see, Squid Games, and oh man, there was one. I just can't remember it, man. Oh dog. Okay, I guess it's not a top fucking show if I don't remember it. Oh fuck. No. It was. God, it was one of those Malcolm in the Middle. It was like one of those throwback cable TV shows back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah. Or even Steven. Fuck, it's one of them. I just fucking watched that shit. No, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. No. Hold up. Fucking Zoe 101. Ah, nah. Goddamn. All right, it's one of those, bro. It's like just because it was just like teen fucking shows that I was just watching as a fucking tot, bro.
A lot of sitcoms you like.
Oh hell yeah, man. That's where I get most of my humor. I gotta laugh my depression away. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Okay. Okay. Before we get into the big stuff, would you like to take a quick break or anything? Bathroom break. I don't know. Snack. Want to grab something? Because I'm gonna probably grab a snack.
No, I mean, I'll just vape and chill, man. You can go grab a snack.
Feel free to talk to everyone in the meantime. We're gonna.
Now I could actually read your chat. I was like, I haven't been reading shit.
It's a quick intermission. We're gonna be talking about relationships and heartbreak. So, there you go, guys. You got it.
I've been talking for the past 2 fucking hours, guys. What do you mean intermission, dog? It's come on, fam. Yo, do push-ups. Yo, fuck you, Nico. I don't need to do push-ups, G. Yo, I wait the juicy stuff. Ooh, Steve, of course you would, bro. Oh, and I got a rap because you decided to draw fucking 500 biddies. How dare you, bro? How dare you? Oh yeah, yo, Linda. Yeah, I know Malcolm in the Middle and even Steven, yo. Oh, there was one with Hillary Duff. What was that called? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And sit-ups. No, Nico, I'm not working out right now, bro. A tub of ice cream, yo. That's fire. I would love a tub of ice cream right now. Sit-ups. Steve, no, I'm not doing sit-ups, bro. You can't run away from these. Of course I can, bro. It's not my stream. There's no fucking redemption for those. Suck a dick, guys. Get wrecked. Fuck you, bro. Lizzie McGuire. Yes. Thank you for getting that. That would have probably bothered me for the next like hour or so. Oh my god, that was okay. I mean, it was good. Oh, smart guy. The smart guy. Do. All right, yo. Just as a little, kind of like snippet for you guys, because he's not here. Yo, if I had to talk about cartoons, bro, like cartoon TV shows, yo, it has to be Recess. Okay, is Dragon Ball an anime? Yeah, yes, right? Of course. It's an anime. It's Japanese made, right? But like it's always been kind of considered as cartoon. Am I right? Yo, but yeah, definitely Recess. You suck a dick. Yo, China. Whip it out then, bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. I called you a bitch. I love you. Make redemptions for time to do push-ups. No, don't do it. Shit, yo. So let's see. So Recess. Kirby was a good fucking TV show. Let's see. Fuck, man. Pokemon? I mean, Pokemon's an anime, right, guys? Or is it cartoon? You know what I'm saying? Dude, Dragon Ball and Pokemon have always been like a very blurred line between like cartoon and anime, because it's like they're both Japanese made, so they're technically anime, right? Yeah, they're anime, right? So, you're kind of funny, Tyler. Oh, thanks,
Kind of
Jules.
funny. He's really funny.
This man is aggressive. I'm just trying to get a point through. Is it anime or is it cartoon?
All right.
Yo, Wilson, what do you think? Is Pokemon and Dragon Ball considered cartoons or anime?
I would say both.
Son of a bitch.
I would honestly say both.
Okay,
Grew up as a cartoon, but you know, it's always
Recess, The Weekenders, 16, Pokemon, Dragon Ball. There you go. Top 5 cartoons. Yo, The Weekenders. I can't even do the opening more. I don't even remember it. Oh, man, there's so many other good shows like Ed, Ed and Eddie, Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy. Ah, dude, there's so many. Courage the Cowardly Dog, guys. That was another one. Oh my god, there's so many good ones out there. I remember having Teletoons, man. That was dope.
Hey, you ready for this?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. No worries. No rush. So, guys, we're gonna be talking about relationships and heartbreak.
Oh shit. Oh, double shit.
Yeah, we're gonna start from the very beginning. You know, same as work, chronological order. You could get into details, whatever you want.
Gravity Falls. Yes, that one's a good one. All right, sorry.
Yeah, and it's on you. Just start from whenever. It could be little things too that flings. I don't know, whatever you want to include, because this is your life.
Damn, man, my life, eh? I was a billionaire. It's, I'm in the Bahamas. just have a huge ass mansion, but like I don't go through all the rooms because it's too fucking big. Dog, that's my life, man. Okay, going back to actual life. Pretty much my relationships was in and out, like whether it was with actual friendships or like, you know, girlfriends, like significant other relationships, but mainly I think everything kind of secured itself around middle school. In fact, middle school was actually the first time I actually had a quote unquote official girlfriend, and it only lasted a week. Which I'll go into that a little bit after. I'm actually gonna go a little bit earlier, which is my first kiss. Okay, we're gonna talk about my fucking first kiss, guys. And I ain't talking about like, oh, fucking parents and shit. I'm talking about like some other fucking non-biological person within your family. So, grade 7, first year in fucking middle school, thinking is all glorious, glimmery shit. I get approached by 2 classmates. One of them has a crush on me. Second one is that girl, that friend that initiates the conversation and or connection, right? This girl that has a crush on me, oh my god. Her, if like we're speaking normally, right? Regular frequency. This bitch had fucking 3 octaves higher, different pitch, sounding like the Alvin and the Chipmunks looking ass. Like it was crazy. Hey, you know, how are you? Yes, oh god. And the friend obviously just more of like a butcher looking individual. Anyways, they both walk up to me and be like, hey, do I know you? And I actually knew the butch looking, like the friend, from one of my elementary schools that I actually used to go to. And essentially, that was an introduction. And it's like, okay, so I know you. Hey, how's it going, Vanessa? Just gonna give a random name here. Oh yeah, we're good. We're just hanging out. You wanna come chill or play tag or do whatever? I'm just like, sure, why not? You know, spent the recess, fucking back to class, and then they would pass me notes those little typical like written note shit. And it's like, yo, pass it on. Give it to Timeless. Give it to Jay. I open it, and on fucking God, this is like out of a fucking movie script. Do you like me? Box, check mark, yes, no. I looked, and I thought it was like the friend that I used to know. I looked over, I checked no right away. I gave it back, and basically the friend apparently after school cried her eyes out, and let's call the girl that has a crush on me Bianca. Okay, Bianca and Vanessa. Okay, so Bianca had a crush on me, and she cried her eyes out after school. The next day, Vanessa fucking came up to me. It's like, why do you have to be such a dick? And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm sorry. I just have no interest in you. It's like, in me? No, it's with Bianca. Why did you fucking make her cry? And I'm just like, that was her note? And she's like, yeah, you didn't know? There's the initial on the very top, B. And I'm like, oh, I thought that was just a random like letter you just put up on a piece of paper. I didn't fucking know. And okay, I know the first kiss story is a little bit weird, but anyways, I'm just gonna finish this. We'll go into fucking first relationships.
Go ahead.
So, essentially, yeah, I was just like, okay, I didn't know. I thought it was with you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make her cry. I would have just left the note empty. You know what I mean? So she said, oh, okay, well, I'll explain it to her. Okay, that's dope. Recess comes along. They both come up in front of me, Vanessa and Bianca, and it's just like, oh, hey, are you free after school? I'm just like, I mean, I guess I was just probably just gonna play basketball and then head home. Okay, cool. Do you want to meet at this part of the playground? All right, sure. Fucking go back to class after recess. Rumors are being fucking spread. All right. But as a kid, I'm just fucking feigning ignorance and shit. I don't know what the fuck. So all everyone in the class is just like, oh, are you going after school? Are you really going to go see them after school? I'm like, yeah, why? What's your obsession with that? Like, what's going on? Yo, I heard that they're going to do something to you. I'm like, do what? What are you talking about? And it's just like, I don't know, but I heard you're going to get cooties. And I'm like, what? So I was just like, whatever. Go after school to the said location. And they're just like there already. So they're just like, hey, Jay, sit down. I'm like, okay. Sat on a fucking bench. Okay, close your eyes. Why? Just do it. Close my eyes. And then I swear to God, this motherfucking bitch, fucking the quickest fucking face to face slap that you'll ever see. He's like, I against the back, and I was just like, did you just kiss me? And then they scurried off like girls they were, and I was just like giggling and just doing with their shit. That bitch stole my first kiss without consent. Like, motherfucker, it's all about fucking consent. It's a two-way street. What do you mean, bro? Like, so anyways, yeah, that stole my first kiss, etc. and so forth. Didn't fucking pursue that.
Oh,
it is
God.
what it is. It's a court case, boys. It's a court case. Evidence, okay? I'm gonna take this VOD later, man. Wilson, is that cool?
Yeah, you guys thought that was a heartbreak. I mean, like, him breaking that girl's heart, but damn, she stole his kiss.
Yeah, stole my fucking first kiss, bro. That's that. Without consent. Bro, anyways, so that's first kiss. First relationship, was interested in, oh man, I have so many relationships. I'm not gonna go through them all. There's just too much fillers.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do memorable. So first relationship, I said it lasted a week. So what happened? She actually liked me first. I started liking her after. I'm just like, oh, okay, she's kind of a cutie, she's whatever. And obviously my standards were low at that time. I'm a fucking prepubescent child. I didn't hit puberty yet. I probably hit a little puberty a little bit later. Whatever. Anyways, I was just like, oh, girls are dope. You know what I'm saying? Girl liked me first. We hung out a lot. It just kind of meshed. So we went out. Right, so it kind of just was not as like climactic as most fucking first relationships, where it's like, hey, did you want to go see a movie? I'm like, sure, okay. Kind of just start talking on MSN, y'all. If y'all like real OGs, man, y'all know what MSN is. All right, so it's another fucking message media fucking thing. So MSN, we talk for nights, days, whatever. Phone calls, okay. Made it like official. First day was cute and shit, holding hands. There was actually a dance that was actually coming up, so it was perfect timing. We went to the first dance together. We did the slow songs, we did the quick songs. It was all that. Didn't know during that time some other girl liked me. She was actually crying at that dance. Feels bad. I'm sorry. So moving forward to, honestly, it's just like a bunch of fillers from there. Moving forward, 1 week later, after the initial yes, I'll be your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, right? Bitch gave me this cop out excuse. I'm saying cop out, I'll explain later. My parents said I can't date boys. Okay, so what, you're gonna keep it a secret? It's like, no, I just can't. I can't go behind my parents' back. I just can't. Okay, well, so what does that mean for us? Well, we're broken up. Okay, cool. Honestly, it didn't hurt at all. Like it just felt like more natural, which is like actually very mature for my very first relationship. Big fucking shocker. Probably just means that like she meant nothing at that point. But what got me fucking cheesed, and this is what I mean was a cop out. So what got me cheesed was after the breakup. A month later, this bitch was dating one of my friends. She was dating one of my friends, and this friend I hang out with every lunchtime or whatever. Fuck this bitch, bro. Like it got me hella mad. Like I didn't feel no ways about the breakup. What got me mad? What made me feel some ways about this breakup was the fact that she bull-faced lied to me, bro. She's like, oh, it's I can't date. Parents said so. I bet. 1 month later, all right, I'm dating your boys. I was like, oh god, okay, whatever. The first relationship, it is what it is. Then it went to a serious relationship. This is my very first serious fucking relationship in high school. So this is kind of like probably my third girlfriend, whatever.
Okay.
High school. Dated this girl, hella cute. I played DDR. If anyone knows what DDR is, it stands for Dance Dance Revolution. It's that fucking arrows and you step on it and to the music, etc. and so forth. I played DDR a lot. I grew up like in Chinatown, part of the hood. So grew up with those type of arcade machines, played a lot. Met her on Facebook because someone posted or someone tagged me with just saying, oh, she could beat me. And then, we went back and forth. It's like, no way. She doesn't have skill or tact or whatever the fuck rhythm. And then we just went back and forth. And I was a year older than her. So she was actually grade 8 going to grade 9. I was grade 9 going to grade 10. This was all during the summer. And we talked throughout Facebook. We started hitting each other like personally, posting each other's walls and shit. Who posts in people's walls nowadays? No one. Everything's just straight out messaging, right?
Mhm.
So, So when she got into grade 9, I was in grade 10. Kind of made it official. We're just like, all right, I like you. We went on a couple dates, and disclaimer, some really crazy shit happened, and I'm for the respect for her, I'm not gonna go into super details with it. But anyways, so what ended up happening was, or what I'm choking up here. What happened was she is a tomboy, right? So she has a lot of guy friends, less girls, more guys. high school, immature, fucking teenage me, insecure shit, fucking always said, "Oh man, are you gonna be chilling with this guy? Are you chilling? Why do you keep talking to him?" You know, like I'm not like controlling her, but I ask a lot of questions to a point where it's annoying, and I know it's annoying. Like now, at least, I was just like, "Oh man, I don't feel secure, whatever." You know, there was a school dance. I had to go home early because some shit happened, but she ended up staying there because all her friends and whatever, all our friends, and I ended up hearing that she was grinding, not just regular ass dancing, grinding. If you guys don't know what grinding is, look it up. Don't look it up. Fuck it, whatever. She was grinding on another dude. Like apparently it's her close friend, right? I don't fucking care. You grinded on him. Like what the fuck is that supposed to mean, right? You don't even grind me. We had our couple disputes. This is like probably a 7-month relationship, 6 months. Mm-hmm. I know it doesn't sound a lot, but this was like a more serious relationship for the first quote unquote time. And big arguments. She was a big Christian girl. She believes in God. Sex after marriage type shit. So we did everything but, right? But during this everything but, right? This bitch. Again, no names. I'm just gonna go into it. This bitch, one hand on my dick, the other hand on her phone, texting this other guy that like she grinded on. And I was like, are you serious right now? It's like, are you serious right now? Like we're doing some intimate shit and you're texting another dude. Like it's bruh. What do you mean? So again, high school kids, right? Like it's just fucking exploring, doing our shit. And I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not having none of this. Taken at that time, she lived an hour and a half away from where I was living. So she was at my house. We were doing all that. Things happened. We got into an argument. I literally kicked her out of my house. I said, no, I'm having none of this. Get out. Get out now. And it's like, are you going to take me to the bus stop or do something? I'm like, no, I'm fucking seething. I'm seething right now. I'm just like mad as shit. Get out. Fucking she just cried and left. Like she cried. It's like, but it's not safe and I'm scared. It's just please make sure I'm safe. I'm like, no, get the fuck out. I know it's immature of me and I'm not chivalry of me. I wasn't a gentleman, but come on, I'm in high school and this bitch is just, come on. At least understand from my perspective. I did not take any of that flack. All right, so I was just like, nah, I'm good. Next day, fucking rumors everywhere. Everyone from her grade and a little bit of my grade from 9 and 10 heard rumors that I abused her physically. I said, hold up, I would never lay a hand on a woman. I said that during that time. I'll tell you why I say that now later. Anyways, I would never lay a hand on a woman. I loved her. I thought I loved her, right? I liked her a lot. I would never do that type of shit. Like all my boys know that I would not do that type of shit. So they just thought it was a stupid ass rumor. They literally said, no, that's stupid. It's not Jay. Jay would never do that. But all her friends, obviously, right? Friends just said, oh, that's not cool. We have an abuser in our school. Like we should report him. We should tell the principal. And like, yo, she literally said, nah, I don't want to get him in trouble. But she's spreading all these fucking rumors, and literally she tried to stop me in the hallway, and this is so super bad timing, right? So I was seething, I was mad. I was walking away from her, and she would grab me by the shirt or arm, I forgot, wherever, and I said, like, I kind of like just fucking flicked off her like hands off of me. I said, "Get away from me!" And I walked. Apparently, someone was around the corner and saw it, and literally said that I pushed her against the locker. Oh God! So more rumors. I got super bashed in high school. I was just like, okay, just what the fuck, right? This is not working out. It is what it is. You know what? I really like you. Maybe something could change. I said, let's go on a break. If you guys know what happens in Friends, right? If you guys ever watch Friends, we were on a break. is her excuse. Is literally what she said to me. The second day of being on the break. Now, break up, by the way. There's a huge difference from break and break up. On this break, the second day, she went to a party. And apparently sucked and jerked off another man's wang. I said, hell, hold up. Hold the fuck up. Nah, I'm not having none of that. Done. Whatever. Break up. And you know, rumors did spread, not by me, like rumors just did spread. You know, called her some very bad names. You know, and I was just like, no, just it's whatever. We were on a break or we were breaking up. It is what it is. She got bullied to a point where she had to move schools. Like, I just felt so bad. This was my first serious relationship, guys, and it was a tornado flew around my room before you came. It was crazy. It was a shit show. And yeah, that was my first relationship. Fuck.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. It was like fucking Chris Brown and Rihanna type shit. I didn't beat nobody, but like it was just it was brought up to a point where it felt like that. Like I was Chris Brown, and I was like, I didn't slap nobody. I didn't do nothing. Oh, God. Anyways, moving forward, a lot of flings, a lot of hookups. One of more memorable. This is kind of like a chop. We didn't even start dating. It's like we were just kind of being freaky, like little teens. She brought me back to her house. She, you know, showed a lot of fucking interest. We were about to, you know, so the first like the house was empty. The first thing we heard was a door opening and slamming. She said, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" But my parents are home. I said, "What?" I was booty ass naked. I was like, "What? What do you mean? My parents are home. You have to leave." I'm like, "What? How? They're in the fucking house. It's like your living room is open to the front door. Like, what do you mean?" She's like, "Shit, go in my closet. Go in my closet. I'll give a distraction and shit." You know those fucking like closets that have those little eye holes, those little holes that you could kind of see through it and shit, and you're just like peeking through. You're just like, "Oh shit, like, don't find me," type shit.
One of those.
So I was in the closet, butt ass naked with the armful of my clothes, and I was just like, "Oh hell no! Oh god, this is so fucking close." She then, you know, pushed her parents out of the room because they kind of entered in by themselves. Pushed her parents out of the room, looked in the closet direction, and pointed to the window. I look. Her room is on the second story. It's on the second floor. Okay, she pointed to the window. I just said, "Fuck me, man. Fuck me, dude." I put on like my boxers or my briefs or whatever. Had like my t-shirt wrapped with my other clothes, called like a hobo hammock. Threw it on the floor, slid down the rain pipe. Like, you know, like the rain drain or whatever, like, you know, that catches off the roof and goes down through a fucking metal. I slid down that motherfucker in my briefs, so it was fucking cold. Like, it was a fucking cold metal against my everywhere. Got down, grabbed my fucking clothes, bolted across the street to the park. I put out like I by the way, in boxers, put on my clothes, and then I texted her. I waited. "Hey, is everything okay?" No reply. "Are you okay?" No reply. Okay, I'm heading home now. No reply. Apparently, my friend, through the grapevine, my friend told me that she wasn't interested. Bro, what? I just Spider-Man my way out of your fucking house, and you're pulling this shit on me. So yeah. Long story short, it was so demeaning, bro. I got nothing out of it. Fucking slid down a rain pipe in only my briefs, and then just fucking ran through a park to a local park. I could have got like ticketed or arrested or some shit for public indecency, and yeah, like it's just got ghosted. Never replied, answered again. So
Was this high school or after high school?
Sometime during high school.
Okay.
Sometime during high school. Another relationship. I was dating a kind of amateur model. Like she was going to like modeling gigs and shit. She has like her own agents during that time. Hella pretty. I on God, I fell for her looks. I'm gonna be honest. Personality was okay. And that's actually what kind of ended the relationship, but that, is whatever. Embarrassing moment probably of my life is we were kind of like, so here's the front door, right? Like the front door is like on the outside of this room. Let's just say this is the room. This is the room that me and the girl was, my ex-girlfriend was. And right outside is like where the doorway is from like the streets to inside the house. There, the side of the wall is a window. So like you could actually see who's walking in and out. You could see the inside of the room. We thought we, closed the curtains and shit. We didn't. We were getting a little frisky. Making out, stripped down to my briefs, her into her under panties, and her parents walks right through the door, eye contact and all. Me, a girl, stared into her eyes. She walks around, opens the door, and says, let's say, Winston. Oh no, that's a dude's name. I don't know. Let's say White. Hey White, can you come upstairs? And we gotta talk, bro. I sat there in my fucking boxers, not knowing what to do and what the fuck just happened or what's happening upstairs right now. Sat in my boxers in the fucking room for like half an hour. Probably like, I felt like it was an hour. I felt like it was a whole fucking day. Like it was for like half an hour to an hour. And she comes down, says, put on your clothes. You have to leave. I'm sorry. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Okay. Fucking humiliating. Like the mother was at the front door opening the door for me to get the fuck out. So I put on my clothes. I get the fuck out. The next day, no contact, obviously, because I think she was grounded, phone taken away, whatever. The next day, she literally said, "I'm sorry." My mom was going off, and I was, and she went off. Then she went into the birds and the bees, and then like she was apparently just going through everything with her. And then I was just sitting there in my fucking briefs, waiting for them to come back. I don't know why I didn't put on my clothes in the first place. I just sat there in my briefs because I was so shooketh. Every time I saw the mother, it speared me. Her eyes were like fucking blades. I was like, nah, I can't see your mother. I can't make eye contact with her. That's it. So obviously we didn't get no action after that. Things happened. Essentially, okay, this is probably the only time I kind of ever broken up with a girl, like actually, you know what I mean, besides the first one. No, first one's kind of like mutual. It's like we were on a break, she cheats, whatever. But this one's like I thoughtfully said I'm gonna break up with her. So I broke up with her because Say looks isn't everything. She was just looks. Looks was everything. That was just her. Nothing goes through her brain. I would describe that as a 2x4 block. She was a block of wood. Um, again, it was great. It lasted quite a bit of time. I think like 9 months, almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck, I cut off, my bad. Yeah, just couldn't handle, right? So I was just like, okay. Broke it off with her. It was the first time where I felt like bad, because like obviously like it was my first time breaking up with a person like with intention, right? Like I was just like, yeah, there's no way we're gonna work. Flash forward, dated a crazy Filipino ex-girlfriend. She lied to me, saying that she was a virgin. Wasn't. And just overall emotional baggage. She had so much baggage. Oh my god, every time I came over, it was always going to be about her, and just crying. We had good times, don't get me wrong, but like fuck man, it's just so much shit. Sister abuser, like she gets abused by her sister, like so much shit. Family shit. Crazy. When I say crazy, it wasn't just because of the baggage. It was mainly because I think she was only in it for the sex. It just kind of felt like it was just, you're aiming for my dick, because the first time when I get into your room, you're whipping out my pants. Let's be honest here, man. So that lasted a year and a half, 2 years. I had a lot of game.
This is like your after high school experience now.
This 2-year relationship was like was actually in my last year and my first year university.
Okay.
Yep. So now moving forward to more mature Jason, post-secondary, I'm fucking sick, party life. Got a lot of flings, in and out with a lot of relationships. Nothing too crazy. I mean, like with girls that I kind of flung out with, I say like a lot of them happens at university parties or at the post-secondary parties. So, some like fucking. There's this one time. Oh my god, this bitch. I was helping her out because I was actually being a genuine good guy. I didn't feel no ways for her. She was puking. I was holding her hair. She fucking turns around and kisses me. She just puked, fam. She just fucking puked. And she kissed me, bro. Very first thing, I was like, what the fuck? Excuse me. Went to the sink, started washing my mouth. I'm like, fucking disgusting. It tastes like fucking nastiness. So that was post-secondary. Fun times. And then one party, I met my current girlfriend. Been with her for what? 6 years now. Fuck, like almost like fucking 6 years now, man. Love her. I love her. Hopefully one day, one knee. Who knows, man? It's just wherever life takes us. But yeah. Nothing too crazy during the relationship. Oh, make blurry. Sorry, my bad. My focus got it. Yeah. So nothing too crazy during the relationships. Probably the most sane person I've dated. No baggage. Just book smart. Not so street smart, but book smart. But she's like my yin to my yang. You know what I'm saying? She's book smart. I'm street smart. We kind of like fill each other's gaps type shit. So things kind of worked out. We're like both sensible. We talk. Like it's just fine and dandy. She was actually with me when the whole fucking squad. What was it? SWAT team fucking busted into the to the dart bar. So perfect experience. We tell stories like that during family parties. It was crazy. Yeah, that's my relationships.
Which one would you say was like the biggest heartbreak one?
Always the first serious one. So you know, tomboy girl that cheated on me. So yeah, that the first one, like the first serious one, always fucking hurts, man. Like I probably like cried like as a teenage adolescent man. Like I cried more than once. Just because I keep thinking about it, right? Like obviously, like it meant something. It's like fucking 6 months longer, so it's like yeah, fucking serious. So, cheered like a little bitch, and yeah, it's always the first. I would say. I mean, second, third, fourth, so hurts. I mean, like I think this goes back. Once you get used to it, it kind of gets numb to you. Like, yeah, you'll get frustrated. Yeah, you'll probably miss them, but like it's just kind of like I mean, we split ways for a reason, right? So like things happen the way it does because that's how it is. We can't change how like what we done in the past. We could change what we do in the future. So it just kind of like I just said fuck it. Third, fourth, fifth. It just kind of went over a long period. But I guarantee you, the last relationship, my current one. I'm not saying it's gonna be the last, but if something does happen, bro, first and last, man. Lasting impressions, bro. I'll bawl my fucking eyes out again, bro. As a fucking 27-year-old man, I will fucking cry. But yeah. So crazy. Biggest heartbreak, bro.
What would you say your what's your type of women?
Asian. Don't get me wrong. I've dated different races, backgrounds, etc. and so forth. I just have some sort of yellow fever. I don't know if it's just my parents constantly telling me, oh, we have to date our own kind so that we could speak to them in our language type shit. But like, it's just like, I've always been interested in, my Asian fellows, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely my type. Probably the first search history you'll ever find on my web browser. Please don't look into it. But overall though, like everyone is dope regardless of the background. It just comes down to personality. It just kind of like with race, like with dating Asians and me being Asian as well, we have a little bit quote unquote more to relate on. Don't get me wrong, there's some people, races that also touch bases with that too, but it's just how it is. In terms of personality though, and definitely sociable, funny, and outgoing is kind of in and out. It just really depends on them. It's like their security. I want them to be secure though. I want them to kind of like be, when they say something they mean it, right? So I don't want them to fucking second guess what they said or go back and forth and just whatever. So definitely funny. It has to be number one because my humor could only be understood with another funny person. Because I make constant jokes. If they don't laugh, fuck, right? Talk like easy to talk to and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, and lastly, in regards to relationships, what personal advice would you give those like looking for a relationship or in
sorry, I had to drink water because you got to make sure you feed your thirst. Don't be so fucking thirsty, guys, okay? I'm telling you right now, relationships, they come, they go. If you find the one, that's fucking great, but don't ever think that they're the last person. Again, you love this individual, fucking you want to stick by them forever, quote unquote, for the foreseeable future. That's great to feel that way, but you always want to make sure that where the lines may be crossed. You want to know this person. Sometimes people still surprise you even like after a couple years of dating. Things happen. Don't get yourself down. There will always be someone out there. Always. As cliche as this line goes, there's more fish in the sea, right? I take that with a grain of salt because, dog, I can't swim. I'm gonna drown, okay? So I'm not going fishing, all right? So with that being said, I really want to emphasize this right now. Enjoy the moment. Appreciate it. Whatever you're going through with your current or your future, everything's a fucking experience. Enjoy the ride. Experience it firsthand. Learn from previous or first time relationships. Use this as a fucking focal point. As the fucking, I guess, measuring stick, right? Like this is right now the standard. So you use everything that you've experienced up until now, and this is past relationships too, life, as experience. Learn from it. Be the smart people learn from their mistakes. Dumb people repeat their mistakes. Learn from your relationships. Learn from your experiences, and whatever happens, just know it happens. Yes, you could be heartbroken. It sucks. There will always be more experiences along the way. Nothing ends there. Your chapter does not end there. You yourself will always be moving forward. That's how fucked up time is. It will never go back. It does not stay still. It will always be moving forward. So whether you like it or not, you have to move forward as well.
Well said.
Wisdom with timeless.
You just had to end it with that.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. So let's move on. What are your current goals and aspirations in life?
Well, I still have a strong belief in helping others and bettering the community and just growing myself and everyone else around me. I love helping people. Hence why I'm still in the customer service industry. How I still want to be a part of it, talk to people, socialize, get to know people, networking, etc. and so forth. I just love that idea. My goals is, again, sticking with my skills, which is being the jack of all trades, learning something, putting some effort into it, and just growing my knowledge, growing my experiences. Like right now, I'm trying to learn how to code. Don't know jack shit at all, dog. Like I don't know how to code for shit. I don't even know what the fuck body text, HTML, Java, whatever. I don't even know all that shit. I want to start learning how to code. I'm learning how to edit videos. I'm like streaming was an experience. Like everything that I'm doing right now, I feel will somehow better me later. Better improve myself in the future. If I start up my own business, I know how to network. I know how to market. I know how to create a brand. It's like just a bunch of different shit, right? So everything that I'm doing so far will help me further my career and my aspirations. In terms of like where I'm kind of figuring it out, I do want to start my own business. I do want to still be in customer service, or at least entertain people, surround myself with great-minded individuals, or even like-minded individuals. It doesn't matter. And be one of the greatest, man. In terms of how I'm gonna get there, one step at a time. I have no fucking idea right now. It's too many steps to see ahead. But like it's just one step at a time, bro. That's where we could start ourselves at. Because let's be honest, man. Someone asked me like, what do you want to do in 10 years? I'll be like, fuck, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. It's just I'll figure it out. First thing is I feel like I want to learn how to code. Okay, I'll do that first. Okay, then video editing. Okay, then I'll start branching off into YouTube, and I don't know, man. There's so many different aspects. So many.
Okay. Let's talk about travel and adventure. Where have you been to, and where do you want to go in the future?
Oh God. Well, I mean, traveling, adventure. I have to hit up all of Asia. I've so far hit Japan. Fucking amazing, man. Love Japan with a fucking burning passion, bro. Culture, shit, food, just everything in Japan is dope. All right, don't get me wrong. Every place has their fucking meh moments, like areas, you know what I mean? Like, but oh my god, though, it's customer service over there, and just the hospitality. Everyone's just so fucking kind, polite. Fucking menthol cigarettes, which is great. Their flavored bogeys over there, crazy. Food, Dog, I could live off of 7-Eleven over there. That's how great their shit is. Amazing. But I do want to hit other aspects of Asia. You know, like I do want to go hit up Korea, the Philippines, go back to Vietnam. You know, it's just Singapore, everywhere. So Hong Kong, yeah. So just branch myself out. I do want to hopefully slowly go to each place at a time. I don't expect to just do a whole fucking Asia Seoul mission backpacking trip or some shit, but you know, in due time, settle down. You know, just bought a house, so how the fuck am I gonna afford that shit? 1 penny at a time, bro.
Congrats,
but yeah,
man. Big congrats.
thanks, bro. Thanks, man. Adulting, am I right, guys? Hey, Mango!
Oh.
Thanks for the rating, baby. Jeez.
Mango, you're back. Thank you so much for the raid.
Welcome
Appreciate
back.
you.
You came into a trap.
guys.
I'm on the podcast today. Oh shit! I dropped my water.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Man, you guys missed some crazy stories, but it's okay. We're getting near the end. Appreciate it, Mango. Tina.
Tina.
Okay.
See.
Let's talk about social media now. Aside from Twitch, what are you currently using? And you can talk about that.
Oh, hey, Lil. Social media. Jack shit. I'm fucking bad at social media, dog. Someone messages me, I don't reply to them until like fucking a couple hours later. Not instantly. A couple hours later. Sometimes even a day or two. Dog, I'm very bad. Posting, very fucking bad. Instagram is like hardly like existing. Sometimes I'm on a grind, sometimes I just stop and I just don't post anything for a whole fucking year. I'm very poor when it comes down to social media. But in regards to just like, you know, texting or whatever, like phone calls, yo, like I'm like an old head, bro. Yo, you have to, if it's important, call me, bro. Like I ain't gonna look at my text right away when you send it to me. You know what I mean? So overall, I mean, social media, I'm not the brightest or the greatest. It's probably not probably, it is one of my bucket list stuff to actually do, to start learning and posting more and start integrating myself into those platforms. But I'm jack shit right now. So I do want to like get into the Twitter sphere. I want to go into Instagram, whatever, I don't know, OnlyFans. I know, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But as of right now, it's only Twitch that I kind of committed myself into.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Facebook is just more personal gain than it is. There's nothing I post up on Facebook, man. Like, it's just everything's empty and bare, bro. That's yeah. Discord is probably the only fucking thing that I actually do. It's just constantly going on, hanging out with homies like Wilson, and yeah, just doing that.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, by the way, I'm probably gonna get my food in a bit, but we could keep going with this. So I'm just gonna like grab it real quick.
Do your thing, homie.
All right.
Do your fucking
Let's talk
thing.
about Twitch. So my question is, how did you hear about Twitch, and what actually made you decide to start streaming?
COVID. It's like most Twitch streamers recently, within the past 2 years, COVID. Motherfucker, COVID got everybody on that lockdown. Okay, locked down, going bonkers. I was one of those jobs that were non-essential, so I was out of a job for like, I don't know, three months. Dude, first month felt like vacation. Second month, I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting bored. Third month, I was going crazy. I was like, bro, it's nothing to do. I've been doing everything for like the past like 3 months. You know what I mean? There's no difference. I got mad. So first thing I did was I thought YouTube, and I'm just like, fuck that. No one's ever gonna find me on YouTube. Gotta start small first, which Twitch is actually perfect. It's actually a perfect way of getting to know people individually first before hitting up YouTube. Because if you go on YouTube, you're just recording yourself making videos and shit, and you there's no interaction. Like you don't actually get to talk to people, right? It's just more like you're talking to a camera. I mean, like Twitch is like that, but at least like, you know, chat boards, Discord, there's ways and means of communication, right? So I just said, okay, this is going to be a fun project. You know what? I went fucking serious. I was like, okay, so first off, what I have to do, I have to build my Twitch page. Okay, so I started formatting, doing all this shit. Like I made fucking weird ass banners, whatever. Okay, done, slapped. I have to start figuring out what kind of program I'm using, OBS or Streamlabs OBS. Okay, I started off with Streamlabs OBS. Did all the fucking features, you know, the tip jars, the fucking donations page, set up my PayPal, just everything that like, you know, you get excited for when you're doing streaming, right? When you're Twitch. So I did all that. Fucking even made my merch. Like I was like already making logos and designs for myself, right? In fact, this is actually one of them. It's not much. This is literally Japanese for positive vibes. And then yeah, and then on the back, God, I don't know if you guys can see it or you guys are looking at my ass. But positive vibes from Toronto. Yeah, I can't tell that you guys can see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, super simple. I love playing with these type of designs and shit. So yeah, I did that. I started meeting people. I'm not gonna cap. I was one of those dudes that was actually I took things really seriously because I was getting into it, right? I went on Facebook. I went on fucking Facebook groups that were like follow for follow. So, you know, followed a bunch of random people I don't even know. They followed me back. You know, got to meet people, started talking to people, and yeah, I fucking fell in love with it, man. It was just like I got to meet people, I got to talk to people. This is different. I'm doing things on a daily. I streamed every fucking day for like 3, 4, 5 months straight. Like it was just every day. There was no break unless I said, hey guys, I'm burnt out. I'm tired, because at that time I had to go back to work. So like now I'm doing work and streaming every fucking day. So I'm coming home just like exhausted. So yeah, besides from those days I want a day off, I was just like, yeah guys, hey, it's your boy Timeless. Yo, what's good? Yeah, it was a good adventure, man. It was a great adventure. Got to meet new people, started getting to know how things worked on Twitch, and you know how to market yourself like properly without doing follow for follows. And the very first thing I would probably tell people is just fucking be yourself, man. You know, if you're trying to pretend to be someone, it gets tiring, bro. Just be yourself. If people are follows you for a reason, because they fuck with you. You want to find like-minded individuals that will enjoy your content for what it is, whether it's just playing games or just chatting, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, streaming, got into it, and like fucking every day, man. In fact, I think in 5 days will be my 1-year anniversary.
Oh.
Yeah. I've been
Big
only streaming
news.
for like less than a year, bro.
I was literally going to ask you when you started. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so October 26th, 2020 is when I started streaming.
What's the plan for that day? Anything?
I have some things in mind. I might even do a game show, 24-hour stream, subathon. I don't fucking know, man. Like, again, this is not all about the money. Like, I do this because it was entertaining to me, and it still is. But at the same time, I'm tired, right? Because responsibilities, adulting. But yeah, I do plan on doing something. I might actually get some of my my homies from my community, or you guys. I'm not saying none. To give me some ideas. Who knows? I might do another dancing stream, which it's fucking scary. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what is your current schedule, and what categories do you stream?
Oh, dead ass. Schedule unannounced. I told myself, okay, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, like 3 days a week ever since I got this house. That has not been fulfilled. I have lied to everyone on my fucking chat, bro. I'm sorry. I'm busy. I'm tired. It'd be what it be. So, in terms of schedule, I can't say. It's kind of like a nice little surprise if you're ever on Twitch and you see me on, just stop by. But it's not like, hey, check me out every Monday and Fridays. Like I know it's bad marketing because like everyone loves the schedule and wants to know when you're on, but like I until I take it a little bit more seriously and actually just grind it through, then yeah, then I'll have a set schedule to start fully burst out of Twitch and shit. But as of right now, no schedule. In terms of categories, I usually do just chatting, Valorant. So I play a lot of random games too, like Little Nightmares is a good twist. Overcooked. We do Phasmo, which is just random shit. Like whatever is fun, Like I try to find games that are fun. Play with a lot of homies, viewers, or just by myself, whatever it may be. Like it's just as long as it's entertaining to me. I'm a very competitive person. I played Counter-Strike since I was young, so Valorant just happens to be a good substitution. Got into it, more friends started playing, gave me more initiative. I'm mainly a guy that plays Val. It's between just chatting and Val.
Got it. So, do you have a lot of IRL friends that are part of Twitch with you, and who else are your day ones? If so?
Honestly, IRL friends, I only have one person that started streaming with me. He has a schedule, he does his thing. Growth isn't comparable because he kind of like started a little bit after the fact. Didn't take it too seriously, so like he just kind of like just turned on his camera and just whatever, not entertaining. Like there's no too much communication, but like he still enjoys it, which is great. Like good for him, you know what I mean? Like how you market yourself and what you do is up to you, right? That's the whole point of Twitch. It's like that freedom to just express and enjoy company, right? Meeting new people, networking. So I took it a little bit more aggressive, and I just kept pushing every day. He streams like when he first came out of the get-go, it was like two times a week. So growth is whatever. So he's still streaming till this day. Shout outs to my homeboy, Soul Skills. Love you, baby. But yeah. Aside from that, though, everyone else that I've met was through Twitch, and either A, somehow lives near my area in Toronto, or B, just in buttfuck California. Like I can't do nothing about Californians, but like it just the networking is absurd. Once you get to know one streamer individual, they will introduce you to some others, and then some others, and then I just know a shit ton of people, man. It's crazy, and I fuck with all of them. Like the reason why I join Discord calls, I talk to them a lot is because I enjoy their company. They're fucking great individuals. Wilson, cough, cough. So we're doing that. We're doing that. Hey, Swag, thanks for the fucking Prime Gaming sub, baby. Appreciate you. Timeless. Have
you.
me in Sweden. See, even Lil, she doesn't stream, but like, I meet great individuals, and I've built such a great community, and just like how you have right now. Great communities, man. Holla at my girl from Sweden, She actually no, she is a streamer. She just started streaming.
Oh, okay.
Holla, Lil, we got you. Go check her out. It's
Yes.
yes. Hey, much appreciated for the shout out, homie.
Of course. All right. Other things. What would you consider as your favorite stream or favorite memory on Twitch so far?
Oh my god. oh hell no. Okay, so past me would probably be, okay, this is stupid. My dance stream, like it was like I think a community channel thing. Like it's just like, Timeless will do a dancing stream. Everyone fucking put into that. I danced some ridiculous ass songs. They made me dance to K-pop, some troll songs, some like just fucking never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. This is fucking Rick rolling my ass. So there's all sorts of fucking shit that I did there, and it was fun. Everyone was entertained. I felt like a cheap hooker. It was great. It was great. In terms of my current favorite, I have it's not a podcast. It's literally just a means to hang out. I call it shooting the shit. It's literally just like what your community is doing. Just everybody just hopping in on camera or not, whatever, and just talking. We were just talking about random topics like, yo, peanut butter or jelly? You know what I mean? Like it's some crazy shit. It's a random shit. It's like, oh, so what do you think about this movie? What do you think about this and that? I was thinking about making it into a podcast. I don't fucking know. But it's just a means of just talking to current friends and new people. I literally say, hey, anyone's invited to come into my Discord and just shoot the shit. You will be on Twitch. It's up to you, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, shooting the shit. Used to be shooting the shit Thursdays or Tuesdays or some shit. Now it's like whenever the fuck I feel like it's yeah.
Okay, so for the opposite, have you ever dealt with hate or trolls on Twitch? If so, how did you handle the situation?
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time? I was reading something. Sorry. What?
No. Have you dealt with any hate or trolls on Twitch? And if so, how did you handle the situation?
There were some hates. It was actually more love than hate that I got. Just because of how I kind of deal with certain situations. But overall, though, the ones that are that hate me would probably be like just didn't say anything and just left. It is what it is. I didn't feel no ways. There are some that just brought up very racial slurs. Just my background, ethnicity, the way I talk. It's like, why do you talk like that? It's like, well, it's my upbringing, right? That's how I was raised around my neighborhood. It is what it is. But yeah, like some people appreciate it, some people don't, and it is what it is. I have no ways, I feel no ways. You just learn how to deal and adapt to that shit because like I said, like it depends on the individual. Some people take it to heart and then it just blows it out of fucking proportion. I just said, okay, if you don't like it, then just fucking leave. Like, it doesn't. Someone say something, I don't complain about it later. Be like, oh man, can you believe that person that said that? Like, I would just be like, who? Who are you talking about? What? It's embrace the criticism. Some people show hate because they're jealous. Some people show hate because they don't understand. That's their prerogative. Ignorance is bliss. Like they don't know you, so don't fucking care about them. They're not gonna be affecting your everyday life. You know what I mean? Like they're not fucking paying your salary or just flacking you every day. We have bans for a reason. Like we ban people that we don't like. It is what it is. You have that choice. If you're living in that type of hate and you're kind of indulging yourself in it, like you're just deep in it, like that's unfortunately a problem that you would have to work on, right? That's as an individual. Like you have to learn how to take criticism and just understand that not everybody's gonna like you,
Yeah.
So
X.
fuck, man.
Okay. So how would you say
Fucking
Twitch
Kev.
has changed you as a person?
Changed me as a person? Honestly, it hasn't really changed me. If anything, it just made me tired. Like,
That's something. Okay.
yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, like I'm always like this daily, right? So I just kind of put it on the camera. If anything, it kind of made me more optimistic and more kind of hungry for like improving myself and just enjoying what I'm doing, right? Like it kind of made me more ambitious in regards to the type of craft and things I do on a daily. Like say for example, like I said, learning coding, learning fucking media, etc. and so forth. These are things that I want to help not only grow my channel, but myself and I guess my brand, if I could call it anything right now. But like on a daily, this is how I regularly speak. I feel like it hasn't changed me personally, but it's just more mentally. So it's just okay. So like, yeah, what's the next thing I should do? Oh, maybe I should have a subathon. Maybe I should stream today. Do this and that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, it changed me as a person. I'm like super more outgoing now, right? Some people that's great for people like that because sometimes they're insecure and they're using this as a means to kind of get out a little bit, and that's fine. But everyone deals with things differently, and I I just felt like I could get more. I could be more. I want to be the Asian male Pokimane. I want to be that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Yeah. If I could obtain it, I don't know. But we'll fucking see. We'll see. That'll be great.
Okay, so 3 more questions in regards to Twitch specifically. Let's do how'd you come up with your name Timeless?
Oh, fuck me. Okay. So Timeless was my rapper name, and how that came to be was I started off as J0 because I thought Jay-Z, so I was like, okay, J0 because Jay-Z is in it, and then like since day one, so zero, so like I mean before day one, so zero, right? That was my mindset. That was my gamer tag for everything, and then I started rapping, and I thought J0 was kind of meh. And I was just trying to think of like cool creative names. And one of my homies said I was such a bad rapper, I was pretty offbeat. So you could say you're beatless. And I'm just like, or rhythmless. Oh, sorry, it was like something like that. And I was just like, oh shit. And he's just like, yeah, man, rhythmless. That should be your name. I'm just like, oh man, nah, it ain't like that. How about timeless at least, bro? And he's like, you know what? That's actually not that bad. So in every game, Maple Story, just whatever games I've been playing, Timeless has always been my tag. And rapper name. The reason why there's an X in between Timeless is because someone took the name Timeless. So and plus like it's a play on Hunter x Hunter. If you guys know what that anime Hunter x Hunter is, there's an X in it, right? Hunter x Hunter. The X is silent. You don't say Hunter x Hunter, you say Hunter x Hunter. So I played it on that. Okay, so the X is silent. Timeless. I'm still timeless, but with a fucking X in there. The X is silent. You know what I'm saying? Just like my girlfriends. Oh shit. I mean, I tried. They're not silent, bro. They're loud as shit. Anyways, yeah. So Timeless came to be through fucking immaturity, lack of talent, and just overall like it was just stupid, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the significance of Portal? Like, why is it a big part of you? I kind of see it a lot.
Growing up as a kid, played a lot of Pokemon. Told you about my my Game Boy Color and my red version. It just out of the 3 Pokemon, I thought Charmander and then Charizard, all fucking fine and dandy and shit, but everyone kept picking it. It was fucking so popular that everyone just kept picking it. My train of thought, what beats fucking fire, bro? Water. Squirtle. Okay, I'm gonna pick Squirtle so I go beat your ass. And it became so I became so used to it that like it became my favorite Pokemon. It became my favorite animal. Turtles was my favorite animals, right? So it's like this is it is what it is. In terms of why I made it into my mascot to begin with is because I just kept thinking it's like how am I gonna brand myself or what am I gonna do? Like I'm still figuring it out myself, right? Like now I've kind of made my own brand, so I don't need Squirtle, but it's just for the time being. And I thought like, yeah, Squirtle Squad. I love the fucking Pokemon episode where Ash's Squirtle became the fucking leader or is the leader for like a whole bandit of other Squirtles, bro. It was like the most iconic fucking episode that I've ever watched in Pokemon. So I was like, dude, this is sick. You know what I'm saying? So I thought how fitting. You know what I mean? Like because I'm gonna try to be a leader of my own community or like start up my own community, and you guys are the Squirtle squads, bro. Like you guys are my little squirters. is my nicknames for them. They don't like it when I call them squirters, but it was good at the time. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So all love to Squirtle. Shout outs to Squirtle, bro.
Okay, last question in regards to Twitch. So you already touched up with something you said earlier, but what other advice would you give to people who are trying to grow on Twitch or are just starting out?
um, very first thing is presence. Not only in your own stream, but in other people's streams. What I mean by that is it's with what I did in the beginning, follow for follow. That didn't work shit because you're not gonna get an average viewership. No one's gonna fucking come into your stream because they're too busy trying to grow their stream, right? And it's like that. Don't get me wrong. It is what it is. But presence in regards to being mindful of what you're doing on this platform and what you're trying to accomplish. Yes, you want growth, but how do you do growth? One, you have to make sure that you are aware you're not entertaining entertaining a bunch of strangers or individuals that you're getting to know, but like these individuals may or may not be streamers as well. To get them back is socialize. You want to network. So this goes full circle. If you join a raid, you want to leave a impression on them, right? And then and sum it up in a sentence or like however, just keep talking back and forth of what kind of person you are. Don't straight out say, I'm a streamer, guys, go check me out, on someone else's stream. There's something called streamer etiquette. I've learned this like very early, and that actually helped me out. You don't do that shit. That's like you get looked down upon by the streamer themselves, and they're just like, okay, this person's whack. You know what I mean? You talk to them, you get to know them, they learn that you're a streamer, they will come to you. You know what I mean? So just make sure when it comes down to it, with the people that you are following, with the people that you followed for whatever purpose, whatever it may be, networking, presence. You want to make sure you're aware of what you're doing as well as how you're communicating with others. The last thing is probably like how to leave a lasting impression. Like that's a real question to me. Like, how do you usually leave a lasting impression? Every time I hop on someone's fucking stream, this is hella early age and I became a meme for this. I would always say positive vibes from Toronto, becoming my fucking slogan. And essentially I was known as that guy. It's like, oh yeah, positive vibes from Toronto. Like sometimes I just type in positive vibes and they're like, from Toronto, and I'm just like, that's my slogan. It just becomes more like known as like your niche, but typically like in a friendly manner. And I don't just say that and leave and lurk. It's just more like, hey, how are you doing? How's your stream? Like, you again engaging, right? We know the people we know is because we contacted them, we got to know them, we found out they're streamers, we follow and support them too. It's a very loving and open community, right? Only if you look at it that way. The only time like you close yourself off is that you're just too self-absorbed. You're focusing on yourself. And again, sometimes it works. Don't get me wrong, but like, don't expect you to do well on stream. Never expect. You're doing this for yourself. Growth happens slowly. Don't force it. Don't try to be something that you're not.
Nice.
Knowledge from Timeless.
Great advice.
Thanks, man.
Okay, we're almost done. We have a few more questions, and then we're gonna call it. Then you could, do your freestyle.
Well, I mean, now that you got the 500 biddies, I guess.
I'm gonna grab my food real quick.
I bet.
Okay.
All right, guys. It's just you and me. Mano y mano. How's chat doing? You guys good? I hope you guys are having a great night and getting to know me. Fucking weird. Kiss me. I love you, Kev, but I hate you at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship, baby. I'm gonna kiss you and then hurt you and then kiss your boo boo again, bro. It's gonna be a back and forth type shit. You know what I'm saying? Time. You know what? What, bro? What? Women and men. I love everybody, bro. I love everybody. Okay. In my perspective, why are you gonna shout me out, bro? What do you stop? Get fucked. I hate you. um, what I tell everybody is that fucking trust is easy to lose, but trust is actually hard to gain. You know what I'm saying? So what what I do for myself is I put trust on the table. Like the first time meeting you or getting to know you, I put trust on the table. And if you somehow fuck up or throw that trust off the table or you flip the table, the trust is gone. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get back, but it's easy to gain, but hard to get back. Wait, what? Yeah, it's what? I'm losing myself. Okay, anyways, just what's trust? Yeah, you're right. I have no fucking idea, clearly. But you want to make sure you just come open, but you don't want to make yourself too overly exposed. To a point where it's easy to hurt yourself. You want to make sure that you shouldn't go through life just kind of like fearing people or just saying, oh, he's gonna hurt me, I'm not gonna open up to him. Don't shelter yourself like that. You're only closing yourself off to the world. You want to kind of get to know people and then understand them. Hard to gain, easy to lose. Thank you. Holy shit, Linda, you're a fucking genius. Yes, Jules, trust is everything. It's a two-way street. That relationship is a two-way street. The only way you could trust someone is if they trust you. Just respect. It's the same way. Respect. The only way you could respect someone is if they respect you too. You know what I mean? Fuck. If you're gonna disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you. What the fuck? We're gonna have a beef right now. That's what I'm saying. What about always? Wait. What's that? What always happens? Oh, anyways. I mean, wait. But that's what always happens anyways. I can't fucking read. I'm illiterate. Yo, I'm telling you, 5th grade reading level. I'm fucking bad. They're gonna stab you in the heart. Yeah, but I mean, you would go through life knowing or not knowing that. You know what I mean? Like, how do you fully know if they're gonna stab you if you don't give them that opportunity? And vice versa. How do you know they're gonna be your best friend if you don't give them that opportunity, right? So it's the risk that that I would recommend taking, because like experience, guys. You gotta experience it for yourself. Time plays with my heart. Yo, Kev, come on, man. Everybody plays with your heart.
Oh shit.
Oh. I love you, baby. God.
Okay.
No, kind of gay. Cause I'm smart. Yo, facts. Yeah, yo, what's popping, man? What you eating, baby?
I'm eating some veggies, rice, and T-bone steak.
Ooh, that's a healthy, balanced meal right there. Jeez.
Thank you.
No wonder you look so hella fit.
I wish. Only if. Let's talk about Valorant just for a bit.
Yes,
We're
Lil.
just gonna-
I trusted you enough, and I still trust you to this day. Sorry, yeah, go on. Let's talk about Val, baby.
Just simple questions, what I usually ask Val players. What do you think is the best agent in the game and the worst?
There's no best or worst. It's just the individual playing them. I feel like every character has their fucking pros and cons. There's no best or worst. It's just like the person playing them and how they use their quote unquote utilities and just fucking shots, right?
Okay.
That's what it is at the end of the day. Everyone has like a decent kit to a point where they have their advantages and disadvantages. How you use them is up to the player. The players that are shitty, especially in fucking low elo, man. God fucking damn, they're so stupid. Run and gunning is not a skill. It's just a fucking fluke, and it cheeses everybody. And God, fuck that elo, man. Anyway,
how about your personal favorite, and least favorite then?
Okay, I hate fucking Astra. I hate her with a burning passion. The reason why is when she goes into her fucking meditation state or whatever the fuck and sees purple clouds like she's smoking acid and sniffing bleach and shit. Like, dude, you're so fucking vulnerable. And then it takes so much time to put shit down, pop it off, and like her ulti, bro. Like I'm swiveling the map and shit, and like I'm like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I hate that bitch. Just because I don't know how to play her doesn't mean she's bad or good. I just fuck, man. So annoying as a learning curve, right? Favorite player currently, Bird Bitch and Sage, man. Bird Bitch and the Nurse Joy. Those are the two favorite players and characters, just because of their kit, not because like I love healing people. I don't play support. I play aggressive as shit. I want to heal myself. I want to use their skills to fucking put me on an advantage, you know? So, yeah.
There you go.
It'd be like that. Yeah.
What do you think's the best gun?
Age walls, dude. Best guns?
And worst gun?
What's the one below Spectre? What was that? The other SMG. See, you don't even know. Is this that bad, right?
Like,
I feel like.
You mean in cost wise or like directly under it? Because I don't even remember.
No. Oh, the other SMG. So Spectre is the more expensive SMG, and then there's one below that.
Like Stinger, or what?
Stinger. Yes. That I hate with a burning passion. One, the clip, the fucking clip is smaller. Burst is too quick. It's hard to kind of aim. So I feel like that would be the worst gun for a good reason. It's probably the cheapest gun, right, besides pistols. But in terms of the best gun, it's hard to say too, because it just depends on the individual. I guess it goes to say with the fucking Stinger as well. But anyways, my personal was I hate Stingers. I love Vandals. Was it Phantom? Hard to do. When I played CS:GO, I used a lot of was it I forgot, M1s. Yeah, M1s and shit like that, and it was my favorite gun in the counter-terrorist side. It's literally the Phantom. But when I use the Phantom in fucking Valorant, oh my god, man, my sprays are fucking horrible, bro. And it's not like one tap headshots either. You know what I mean? Like you have to be close enough to be kind of one tap, but like at a distance, like it would probably do like fucking 80 damage. The fuck, Vandal. One tap headshot, bam, right? And obviously the fucking the operator. So that I used to be a big sniper head. My second probably favorite would be like Marshall and Sheriff. The combination of the two. Those are fire, my guy. I'm saying, bro. Again, no judgment for the people that using those type of guns or whatever. It's just my personal preference, and that I don't like the Stinger and shit. But yeah, it'd be like that. it literally be like that, yo.
Okay, rank your maps. Favorite to least.
Oh fuck. Okay, so favorite. Fuck, man. Favorite has to be. You know what? I actually like Icebox. Icebox is actually probably one of my top favorites, man. And then was it Haven? I forgot the other maps. Haven, Split. The other one, Breeze is like second bottom, and then like Fracture, man. I fucking hate Fracture, dude. Oh my god, I fucking hate Fracture, dude. It just gets me all fucking tense. I don't want to think about it. Fuck you, Fracture, you piece of shit. Again, just because I'm bad at it, but maybe I'll get used to it. It might be different. It's the same thing as Breeze. Fuck those two maps. Good night, Linda. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Got it. So Ascent and Bind are in the middle.
Ascent and Bind are in the middle, yeah.
Okay.
But Haven first. Haven would probably be like, under Icebox.
Cool. Now let's do the final
Yes,
random
sir.
questions.
Oh, final random questions, everybody. You guys made it through a 3 to 4 hour segment. Congratulations, guys.
Yes.
We made it.
What is your greatest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve, my greatest pet peeve. Oh man, there's so many. there's so fucking many, man. One of my biggest pet peeves is disrespect. Oh my god. Like especially if it's like uncalled for, this, like, you know, like if someone just randomly just comes in and just say, "Hey, you're fat." Like, just no one asked you. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You think your opinion validates whatever the fuck you're saying? Like, it's not even like in like Twitch or online. This is specifically IRL. Like, if someone just comes in and just criticizes you, I don't know you. Why the fuck does that matter? Did I ask for your opinion? No, man. I'm just chilling with my homies talking, and then you just come in out of nowhere, left field, just saying, "Hey, you're fat and ugly. Yo, you better fucking start running because I'm gonna chase your ass." Dog, that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. Second pet peeve would be someone chewing with their mouth full. Bro, fucking close it, bro. I don't want to see how you fucking regurgitate your food. Like, dog, when they talk with their mouth open, oh, bro, it's a spit fest. I'm not trying to be at a fucking water park and then the log ride is gonna hit the bottom and it's just like fucking getting me ass wet. I'm saying, fuck you, dog. Close your mouth, all right?
Mhm.
Finish eating and chewing and then talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I get, you know, in between dinner conversations, but like, the people that are chewing, they're listening. The people that are done chewing, they're talking. Yo, that's this. It's like taking turns, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if I'm on a date, I'll ask her a question, pop the food in, and just listen. And then after that, I have something to say. I swallow it, be like, okay. I talk, and then she pops something in her mouth and listens. You know what I'm saying? Just dog, fam. So, yeah, talking with your mouth open, or chewing with your mouth open. Oh, dude, one of them has to be like fucking pain. Like, what I mean by that is like someone just fucking hits you, like, randomly. Like, at first it wasn't a big deal in the beginning, but like, you know those. I don't know if you have any friends or like associations with these type of individuals. Like, they're just joking along, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Ha, good one," and they just fucking knuckle punch you, and you're just like, "What the fuck? Like, where the fuck did that come from?" It's like, dog, that's uncalled for. Like, okay, like, I get it, best friends and something, you know, you're teasing, right? Like, teasing, like, you do what you do. But like, if it's just fucking some rando, like, or someone you're getting to know, and then all of a sudden, like, they just swing at your ass, yo, you best believe I'm gonna swing back. So there was a time where I met these type of people.
Yeah.
They punched me. Hi, you're so funny, bam. No, you're funny, bam. And I just fucking wind it up and just hit up their arm, and then they're just like, "What the fuck was that for?" It's like, I thought you were funny too. Up their fucking face, and they're like, "All right, all right." And they just never did it again. But fuck, it is so jokes, bro. Taste of your own medicine, bitch. That's
Yeah, yeah.
karma's a bitch, bro. Karma's a motherfucking bitch.
All right. How about your greatest fears?
Clowns. I fucking hate clowns with a burning passion. Dog, if I see a clown and I have a lighter in my hand, I'm burning that sucker down. You know what I'm saying? Down. I'm talking super down, bro. Definitely fucking clowns. Next is heights. Dog. The fear of falling is such a big thing to me. I can't ride roller coasters. My girl calls me a puss. I accepted it. I'm a puss. I can't look down and know that I'm not in control. I think what it is, the fear of losing control. I think that's really what it is. But like, if I'm in an airplane, right? I didn't build the airplane. What if it's missing a fucking bolt? What if the pilot is knocked the fuck out and he's like hella turn? He's driving turn or a flying turn, whatever. I don't know what the fucking term pilots are.
Mhm.
Dog, I'm not in control. That fucking scares me, bro. Be on like planes, like heights and shit.
Yeah.
Bungee jumping, yo, fucking yeah, yo, you'll bounce back up. But like, what if it doesn't? You know what I'm saying? Was it parachute dropping from the plane? What was it called?
Skydiving?
Skydiving. Thank you. Motherfucking skydiving, bro. Parachute goes wrong. I didn't pack the parachute. What if it's missing a string? What if I'm falling to my death? Fuck that noise, bro. I don't care if like you've worked like as a parachute packer for like 50 odd years. Things happen. I'm not if I didn't make it myself, then fuck you. I ain't about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest fears. Those yeah.
Okay, how about what do you think's your personal best trait or skill?
Best trait? I guess my humor. I've been getting a lot like, yeah, you're funny, yeah, you're so cool to hang around with, you're so sociable. You know, either my humor or like my understanding of life, just because like I know how to talk to certain individuals that don't like it's like the code switcher, you know what I mean? Like when you're dealing with customers of different age groups and whatever, and like talking to your friends, talking to certain groups, whatever. I probably say I kind of like mold and blend in and adapt a lot easier. So I'd probably say yeah, like my humor is definitely a good trait or bonus of mine, but definitely my way of communication. What was the follow up after this?
No, that was.
Oh, that was
just
it.
like,
Oh yeah,
that was it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
definitely that. Being awesome. Thanks, Lil. Appreciate you, girl. You're awesome.
What would you consider as your greatest accomplishment in life and greatest failure/regret?
Accomplishment was meeting my current girlfriend, buying a house together, and who knows what after. But I'm constantly living my accomplishments. You know, like I sunbathe in my accomplishments. I'm just like, okay, this is what I've done so far. I own a car, I got a house, I got a good girlfriend, wifey material. Be what it be. I'm meeting new people, like Twitch streams, etc. and so forth. Whatever, like however it may be. Those are my accomplishments, and I love them. In terms of my biggest regrets was probably not doing this a lot earlier, and having the confidence and understanding of how to approach people or things, situations differently. But again, like it's a learning curve, and you know what, like those regrets are also accomplishments too, because those are experiences that I've learned how to avoid and or deal with currently. So I mean, like I feel like if you haven't dealt with it firsthand, you know, like you haven't really lived, you haven't really like, you don't have the proper understanding for it, you know what I mean? But I mean, like there's a fucking proverb or like this super Asian saying that my dad says, oh, smarter people they learn from their experiences, wise people learn from other people's experiences. You know what I mean? So I mean, and he just says stupid people be stupid, they repeat the mistakes all the time. So that really stuck to me. I'd probably say like you know, if you could really learn from others and not go through the hardships yourself or whatever, that's fucking great. Not everyone could do that, but again, there's something about doing it firsthand for yourself is worth 1,000 wisdoms, bro. God, I'm starting to sound like young Confucius out here. Yeah, so that, yeah.
Okay.
My regrets.
Last 3 questions. So, what was your first impression of me?
Oh, okay. All right, we get into this now. All right, yo, time to ego boost this motherfucker. All right, so.
Oh no, you don't have to.
So, very first thing out of the get-go, I think I was in a raid, or I think I was looking up pandas, channel, right? Because it says that he was live. He was actually being interviewed here with you, episode 28, 29 or some shit. And yeah, like the very first impression is like, okay, he's well established. He has 900 odd followers and shit, and very entertaining. When he's not talking, he's still engaging with chat, which is effing great. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people can do that, multitask, right? And you seemed like very nice and shit like that, and I was like, okay, I want to get to know him a little bit more. You made it very intriguing for me. Definitely your looks, man. Oh man, when I saw your tattoos and your beautiful ass face, bro, I literally said, I'm gonna kiss this sucker. But yeah, like sus aside, I mean, you seem like a very easy to talk to type of individual, very sociable. Your humor is along the same lines as mine, so I like that about that you as well. And just the fact that you take the time to learn and understand your community, which again, full respects, man, because not a lot of people have that type of patience, that endurance to actually go through. But like, it's like, hey, you're a streamer, come or not streamer, you'll come to my community, we could talk, shoot the shit, and oh, I think you're dope, you want to come onto a podcast, and yeah, that's great, man. So I like that a lot about you. And I'm still learning till this day. I'm still getting to know you a little bit more, which I'm hoping episode 32 would be featuring Wilson Chang himself. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see where and when that will take place.
Dang, man, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, appreciate you, homie. You're doing a lot. Don't think you're doing this for nothing, bro. There's a lot of people that look up to you.
And that means a lot.
Height wise, or out of respect. I'm 4'11". Just looking up at Wilson. It's like, hey, yo, what's up? Oh shit. All right.
Last two. Who are the top 5 streamers that you find yourself watching now? I mean, you might be busy, but it's okay. If you don't have a top 5, it's cool.
No big streamers. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I'm on Twitch, I'm mainly watching the homies. So, the people I've socialized with, or like got to know, like yourself and others, I'd be watching them a lot. I can't say a top 5 because I'm pretty much everywhere around the spectrum. I kind of put everyone's like volumes moderate, so I could kind of hear what everyone's saying, what they're doing. But in terms of like a lot of the big streamers, like Offline TV with Lily Pikachu, Toast, Pokimane, and all the others like Scara, Michael Reeves, fucking all of them I watch on YouTube. Like, so I never actually really go on their Twitch. I just watch a lot of this shit on YouTube. But like when I'm like in this platform, I'm just watching the homies, man. I like seeing the growth, what they're doing, what they're up to. It's again another means of hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that actually reminded me of a question I forgot to ask. What up?
Shoot it.
All right. Now we have another question before the final one.
Nice.
So, you've been on Twitch for a while. It's almost your 1 year. What would you personally consider as like a mid-tier level streamer? Not like the top tier Pokemones and all that, right? But how do you know if you're like doing pretty well established?
It's tough to say because
Exactly.
everyone's perspective on what a mid-tier streamer would be is different. But like in my eyes, there's no minimum viewerships. There's no minimum like for sure like viewers. Like it could be literally be with like 3-4 people, whatever it may be. You hit affiliate, that's fucking great. Mid-tier is when you have consistent content and or communities that are always coming back to you. So like right now you're pretty mid-tier and you're pretty much getting up there, to be honest with you, Will. Just the fact that there's people coming in supporting you for what you do and who you are, that's pretty much mid-tier and above, you know what I mean? Below, I mean, there's people that are starting off, which I get, and some people that even like been streaming for a long time but didn't get enough traction, it means like they're doing something wrong. Like either A, they're not marketing themselves enough, or B, they're doing or saying things that are not aligned with a lot of people. Everyone has their own gauges, right? So if you feel that you've accomplished something and that you have some sort of appreciation for what you're doing, I feel that that's mid tier already. Just the fact that you're coming back on stream again and again, that's mid tier, man. That's the dedication and the drive that you put yourself in. So that's above and beyond. People that are low tier are like, oh, I only stream once a month. I'll catch you guys then. Oh, my one viewership. Hey, yo, what up, rando? 0. Ah, fuck. It just comes down to the person, man. But yeah, everyone that I've known so far, mid tier. They're happy with where they are. They're getting traction. They're doing their thing.
Okay, thank you for that. Last question. So, using your connection, who would you like to see as a future guest on this podcast and why?
Future podcast and why? Honestly, probably a lot of my other streamer homies. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why is because the way that we click is the same way as how I clicked with them. They're very outgoing, talkative. Humor is along the same lines. I think that itself is another way of networking too, and it could help both ends growth. You will grow more with their fucking viewerships and followers, and vice versa, right? So that is what I really want to see. And obviously introductions are needed and all that shit, but yeah, I do want kind of everyone to know everyone, as if that's even fucking possible. It's just so that like you get is the whole thing about trust and opportunities, right? Like just putting yourself out there, getting to know someone, and if you fuck with them, you fuck with them. If you don't, you don't. But in terms of this whole getting to know someone thing, perfect. You're just breaking someone down, kind of understanding their side, and it's kind of like your choice if you want to fuck with them or not. So yeah, I would say like like my streamer homies. I could give a list of names, but I'm not going to. But yeah, like that's who I want to see. Even like some people in your own like community as well. There's like a good handful of selections that I don't know if you went through already, but the regulars that are on your Discord, definitely fucking funny, man. I love them too. China.
All right. Well, that's it. That's it for the podcast, man. I'm gonna close it out for the YouTube segment, but everyone, thank you so much for tuning in.
Nice. Thank you for having me, Will. Appreciate you as always. Keep hustling and grinding. Everybody on Twitch right now, I hope you guys had an enjoyable time learning about me. And yeah.
All right, guys. It was a joke. He saw us to perform, so. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Let's go. You have a freestyle for us?
Oh, shit.
Yo, I was taking notes. I have words too if you need words.
Wow, this motherfucker has words, bro. All right. Fuck me in the A. All right. Okay, let's figure this out. Let's figure this out.
As long as you're comfortable with it, you know.
Son of a bitch. All right. Let me pop fucking instrumental. Share it. Okay. Toss. All right. You know what? Let's toss me your words. Maybe hopefully type it out. Anyone in chat that want to toss and throw out words too, you guys can. But yeah, no promises is gonna be good or bad. Just take it with a grain of salt. We're here to have fun. Fuck you guys. Like, I don't need no critic on my back. Oh my god. See, like now I'm gonna have a hard time rapping, bro.
Okay, let me see. These are just a few that I wrote down, but you could take everyone's. Bam. Okay.
Wait, where did you even type it, bro?
Oh, in the chat?
In the chat.
Do Do you need it on
Where in
Discord?
Where, I don't even. Am I blind?
In the Twitch chat?
I'm looking at it. I don't see your words. The fuck?
Wait, what do you see? Wait, did my words not send? What the? Do you see everyone else's words?
Yeah, I see everyone else's words.
That's
I see
so
you,
weird.
Kev, Wilson, Chang, and I see China saying China, Nook Mum,
Okay,
okay,
there you go.
Vietnamese.
I sent it again.
Time to do this. Hey, all right. Oh my God. All right, you boys and girls ready?
Let's go.
Titty sprinkles. Okay, hopefully we try my best. I hope you guys enjoy. Is it a good volume? Can you hear me just fine?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it's your boy Timeless. Here we are again. He know he's just rhymeless. Goddamn, I'ma kill the beat. You know I'ma define this. Motherfuckers trying to do this shit. I'm just trying to glow. Here we are again, all over the globe. Let me do this shit with friends. I just do this shit all the way from Chicago and reaching to the hometown Toronto. Let me tell you, yeah, we just hitting up Twitch. That's right, I'm gonna do this shit. Rain dismissed. I keep telling everybody I'm just chilling with Squirtle. You know I'm doing this shit, jumping over hurdles. Motherfucker's a turtle. I said, I'm just trying to do with positive vibes. Here we are again, staying alive. I'm eating Cajun fries at Five Guys. Let me do this shit, yo. I'm just staying alive. You know I'm trying to rip. Here we are again, trying to double dip with the Nook Mums. I'm just trying to tip every little thin bumbo way. Motherfuckers trying to do this shit to see my way. You know I'm doing it, representing from China. Goddamn, I'ma go and define ya. I don't want to miss you out. I keep telling everybody that there is no doubt when I said that I fuck with y'all. Let me tell you right now, with the basketball on his shirt, you know I'm doing this shit. It's self-worth. I keep going right now. You know I'm going in with a fucking light. Let me do the shit. Asian Jesus Christ, motherfuckers trying to do it right. Let me do this every night. You know I'ma spit it quick. Goddamn, I'ma do this shit. Let me do this shit until I go and fish. For my words right next. Let me do this shit. Goddamn, I'ma do this shit. Let me spit. Wilson Chang in the house. Let me do this shit. Quieter than a mouse. Let me tell you how he is so beautiful and handsome with purple hair. Goddamn, he's gonna ransom on his head and a bounty. Every time I do this shit, I'm just hella clowny. When I said positive vibes from Toronto, you know I'm doing this shit cause yo, it's all love though. Straight flush down the back, speaking as a royal, igniting me the flame as they keep eating me oil. I'm just trying to glow with the gang. Here we are again, motherfuckers. There's no thanks. When I said with my friends, I ain't trying to pretend, you know, I'm just making amends. I said, let me spit it hella quick. Goddamn, I'm just doing this shit. I'm doing it hella fast. Motherfuckers trying to pass. I don't understand. Take my class. Let them go to wear my glass. When I said, I'm just chilling with the homies. Every time I do this shit, you'll know me. I just want to let you know. Yeah, everybody is in control. Hey, let me tell you how I did it off the dome. Motherfucker, that's right, with the metronome. We swinging side to side on the side of the beat. Here we are again, repping with Dr. Dre in the streets. I said, yo, tune it for the fans. Every time I do this shit, I'm making amends. I said, hey, yo, I'm just taking a stand. We just killing Eminem in this freestyle game. I said, hey, I'm just going insane. Hopefully Wilson will have a hype train. Yeah, that ain't trying to scam nobody. Let me do this shit because he's the fam for real. Much love to my homie. Yeah, y'all already just know me. 4-hour podcast. Wilson is the realest. Peace. Hype train question?
Sheesh. Damn,
Mamma
that was
mia.
so good. Wow. Thank you
Dog.
for that.
Hey, yo, no sweat, bro. You got 500 biddies. It's cool. You deserved it. Shit.
All right. Well, that was it for the podcast, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This will be on YouTube within the next few days. So again, thank you so much for being here, Time.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
All love. So, guys,
I love, baby.
make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and stay tuned for episode 32. Peace.